Hello, everyone, and welcome to another session of Roll for Damage, where a group of us geeky friends decided to get together and showcase our storytelling through Dungeons and Dragons for all of the interwebs. No real announcements today. Last we left off, we're in a little bit of a sticky situation with our group a little bit split. So I think that makes sense to just jump in to tonight's session of Roll for Damage.
A door opens, adventure awaits your creation. Each person plays their part, abilities to lay the foundation, setting the stage for everything to start. Classes, they help define a role and for choices. What finalize the build in session 0. Integrates the character and begins a new destiny to be fulfilled. This is your moment to capture. Your fate is hinged on a bet. Release the dice and charge forward. This game is not a game, so now you'll bet your life. The table is set. This is your moment. Take control. It's critical. The final curtain is rising. The world's forever changed. A story made for the ages. All the lost experience and friends forever. Table is the future laid out before you. One you will never forget. This group of friends that support you. Come on, answer the call. Don't freeze until the table is set.
All right, so let me just get us in with the right music, which is okay. Got it. Gotta find it. There it is. All right. So last we left off, the six managed to work out a way for Navari and Zavrin to pay their dues for their little misdemeanor and subsequent confession by doing a bit of community service, helping out refugees outside of the city. In the midst of the group sort of being split up across the city, Rena and Nemeron managed to run into Caleron, the head of the prison in Riverend, a very high official, and now know that he is within the city currently. And when meeting up with Cade, learned that he was having a function for some high officials in the next happening in the next couple of days, while Navari went back to connect with her contacts to find out more about the Strings of Destiny and see if they could gather more information. The group, after sleeping the evening away, were woken up with some distraught news about Lady Scarlet, who had not returned after an evening's performance at the opera. While Zavrin and Navari had to meet for their service to the city, the rest went to investigate the opera house and see what might have occurred. After doing a bit of sleuthing, managed to find a few clues and eventually found themselves down in sort of the below the stage area, and with a bit of maneuvering of some boxes and crates, and some sort of perception of a few things that are strange about the room, noticed a marking on the wall as well as a sort of brick inlaid that could be depressed, that lit up these pathways in between these strange tiles on the floor that could be rotated. And that is where we find ourselves. So, those of you inside the room at the bottom of this stage, what would you like to do?
Well, Oriana is likely going to take a look at everything and just try and see if she can piece things together. So
you should have access. All of you should be able to move each of those tiles, rotate them. You can also move them sideways, but please don't, because that'll be confusing. So yeah, you should be able to rotate them 45 degrees each.
Okay, so they can all move 45. Okay. In that case,
yeah, they should lock in at each 45 degree angle.
Yeah, Oriana will kind of spin this one around a bit and just try and see if she can piece this together.
Okay.
What? Oh, sorry. I was going to say, DM, did I press the brick beforehand?
You did. Yeah, you pressed it once and you saw a few of these like sort of strange like energy, like magical beams light up along the tiles from where each of the arrows is pointing.
Okay, I'm just making sure that nothing blew up on us for
nothing
wire cut.
Nothing blew up. But go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Where's my clock? Perception. Sorry, give me 1 second.
Yeah, no problem.
There it is.
Okay. Yeah, nothing blew up.
As far as I'm aware. Okay.
I mean, yeah, none of you have noticed, like, no one else has noticed anything going
it.
strangely or anything like that either.
Okay.
So when he pressed the button, there was lights coming out in like the direction of some of these arrows?
Yeah.
Nemiron, can you press that button again?
No, wait.
No.
Wait a minute. I remember last time when we pushed buttons, something bad happened and I went blind. I don't want this to happen again. I'm going to cast Death Ward on Nemron.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So for the next 8 hours, if you go down, you will come back to 1 hit.
Okay. Can I press the button? Is it okay to press the button now? Okay.
Let me move away from you first.
Yeah. I'll take the blow. Don't worry.
Okay. So you press the button?
Yeah, I'm committing. Sure.
All right. You press the button, and for a moment, again, the floor lights up, and you watch as beams shoot out from each of these arrows in various colors, either like this pinkish color, blue color, or a green color. And you watch it last for a moment before it fades again.
Okay.
And then you watch as a stone wall where the door is slides down, and you watch as from the vents water begins to pour into the room, filling it. And you are now on a clock.
Always with the pushing of the buttons. Why?
Sorry.
So real quick, DM, did a light come from every single arrow, or one arrow, or like
every single
one arrow, or every single? Okay. Shit. Okay.
And I will tell you right now, you have 10 minutes.
You need to make the shape with the lights and the match up with the lights.
I have a timer on right now.
Oh no. Okay.
I think
Which light is coming from which arrow?
I saw blue come from this one. I'll move it over this way.
Where's this shape?
Okay, so that one was blue. Wait.
Well, which is this color? What was this one? I did not look.
I have a feeling these two on the bottom I can't ping for some reason. These two on the bottom, they're green.
Can you not
I remember.
Can you not access them? You should be able to. I have them set for all players.
No, I can move them.
Okay.
That's
I
fine.
don't know what color it is. I don't know how to move it. Oh, I see. I see.
So it's safe to assume that if we press the button, the water's gonna come out faster, right?
You don't know, but you know
I'm not fucking around
you're
and
locked
finding
in
out.
here right now.
Okay.
I think I've got it. I'm trying very quickly to move around.
We
Here, let me
have,
help.
we have a pink and a green and a blue.
Okay, I think we got it.
Before we press the button, DM, can I look around? Is there like, this is gonna be really dumb, like a hidden riddle or a little puzzle? Probably not, but I want to
Just
see if there's
that,
like a little.
Just the shapes.
just the markings
Okay.
on the wall.
Okay.
I want to go up to Oriana, and I'm saving Nemeron. I should save you too, and I'm gonna cast Death Ward on Oriana as well.
Okay.
So help me if I end up joining my ancestors as a result of a puzzle. I am haunting all of you.
I only have so many spells. I'm sorry.
Just press the button, Nemeron.
It's Rena's like worst way to die.
Okay, Dreamweaver, let's go. And I'm gonna like just
Nightmare.
very gingerly press the brick in after moving all the arrows and like just push it in.
Okay. You
Oh, no.
press the brick and you watch as the ground lights up.
Okay.
Lorena, you're getting cut in half by the lasers.
Does it burn?
And you watch as in the corner, the tiles begin to shift out of the way, and you watch as the water begins to recede.
Okay. Okay.
And the stone wall lifts as well, as you see a stairwell.
I have a question. Does this smell like stinky sewer water or is it seawater?
It smells. You don't have to make a perception for this. It smells more like seawater, but a little more stagnant. Like not
Like
quite
gray water,
correct.
kind of?
Not gray water, but like not like you know how like you know the smell of when you like go to a beach and the waves are just lapping in the open air. This
Okay.
is more like think of like seawater that's been held in an aquarium for animals for a while. So it's just like it's water that is definitely ocean based, but has
still.
been in an area and doesn't really pass through as freshly as like fresh waves do.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Well, before we go down these stairs, again, I'm worried that something can happen if we go down there. We already got one person missing. I'm gonna give us all some vitality and bolster our strength a bit here.
Maybe save it. I mean, we're not in any danger yet, but
That's what I'm afraid of. Who knows where we're going and what we'll step on?
Yeah, yes,
Okay, that's fair.
All right. I mean, if you want to do it, go ahead.
With Oriana standing right beside the stairs, looking down, you watch as just past as they go down, completely submerged in water. It is completely submerged down there.
Do you all know how to swim?
We really need Navari.
Sorry.
Right? He's got the. She's got the armor.
Well, Nivari is doing community service for bad decision making. So we have to solve this ourselves. Do you want to find your mother or do you not want to find your mother?
Of course I want to find my mother. I'm just saying that it's rather unfortunate that we don't have Navari with us.
Should I just jump in and swim? That sounds like a bad idea,
Is it-
but
Are you a good swimmer?
God, I hope so.
Can you at the very least hold your breath?
what's the rules on holding breath, DM? Is it con modifier?
It's 1 plus your con modifier.
Oh, okay. And that's minutes, right?
Minutes, yeah.
I should be able to for a while. I mean, I don't know. I think 4 minutes is a long time.
It's fairly decent. You're not sure what's down there.
No.
Then maybe I should go.
Okay.
I mean, you can go, but I mean, I could go too.
Okay, so before she goes down there, I'm just gonna quickly use my Eyes of Night feature and give everyone my 300 feet of dark vision.
All right, do so.
Just so you can see a little better down there, because I don't know what you're gonna see. So.
How long will this last?
An hour. I'm trying to send the feature here.
I mean, I can swim, but I'm definitely more of a mountain girl. So we'll see how this goes. And I
Okay,
will
so
go
you're heading down?
downstairs. Yes.
Okay. As you swim down the stairs, let me just...
I'm having Titanic flashes.
Oh no.
Guard the thing above.
Going to...
Where's the axe? Ooh.
This is what you see when you first go down. It seems like a hallway of some sort that goes in 2 different directions. Seems like worked stone of some sort down here. Completely submerged in this seawater. And you hear faintly music vibrating from the water somewhere further in. You're not sure exactly where it is coming from. But
Does this sound like an opera singer or like a
this is what it sounds
music
like.
instrument?
Oh, there's
Your mother has a deep voice.
They can't hear you because you're in the water, and as soon as you speak, you lose a minute of your oxygen.
Oh,
I'm gonna hop.
I'm in the
And
pop
you
back.
swallow, and you
Yeah.
swallow seawater.
Tell us.
Yep. I'm okay. Lena, are you
I'm gonna
back?
pop back up.
Okay.
Like just enough to be like, I hear singing.
Lena,
in a good or bad way.
Like an opera singer, but not like a lady. Maybe like a man opera singer.
Is it at least good opera singing?
It's pretty good.
Okay, cool.
How
I'm sorry, I should have done this sooner. I have an idea for us to communicate while we're down there.
Oh,
I can-
that's
if you-
probably a
if
good
you-
idea.
If you give me 10 minutes, or if we're really in a hurry, I can do it now, but I can connect us all telepathically.
take the 10
Yeah.
minutes. You've already
Okay.
used a
And
lot of magic.
I will come out of the water and just kind of sit down and just start wringing my braid out a little bit.
All right.
And while Artie is casting, what are you casting?
Telepathic bond.
okay.
I'll feel our connection, all 4 of us.
Okay, I'll go ahead and just cast a tech magic ritually, just in case.
Are you doing? Is the telepathic bond a ritual?
Yes.
Yeah.
It should be.
Yeah.
I-
Cool. I just wanted to make sure. Well, because you can cast it as a non-ritual if you want to do it quicker,
Yeah.
but you're actually taking the time.
Yeah.
Got
The
it.
group seems like 10 minutes is okay, so
Okay. Yep,
we'll
that's
give
fine.
it 10 minutes.
Cool.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
I'll just cast a tech magic just for fun, or ritually.
All right. So you both take the 10 minutes. You cast telepathic bond, and you cast detect magic. So you are all those of you in the room are all connected, and your detect magic. From what you can get, you get all the magic items that are on your group. And then some slight magic coming off of those like tiles that are in the room.
Okay.
Does nobody have like a brave underwater thing? I thought we had magic-y people in this group.
Well,
That's Navari's forte.
I didn't prepare that spell today, but I could have helped out. We could have walked on the water too. But
Well,
Well, you
we
couldn't
did-
have
we didn't-
because it's completely submerged. Unfortunately, walking on the water wouldn't help you too much there.
okay, well, I've got to go down now, and if you don't see me back in like 6 minutes, you might want to like come and see if I am not breathing.
you
or
can just think
something.
to us
Oh,
how you
Fenna-
feel, and we'll know that we're connected.
Brenna, if
Like, oh yeah,
Was it
I
like-
could tell. I could tell you.
well, when you went down, was it like there's one path, two paths, three paths, maze?
Why the paths? It's stone. It looks like it's been worked. It's work stone. It is completely submerged. I did not see like
I mean,
that
would
there
it-
was air.
Would it be safer if we just all went together so that if there was a problem,
How long
we could
can
just
you
deal
hold
with
your
it?
breath?
Not as long as you, probably, but
Then that's up to you. I mean, if you want to go, you can, but I mean, I could also at least just pull a Navari and do a little scouting. I
don't
can
like
see
this.
really far because of Rultan.
I don't like this idea. You can go by yourself, but let's take this rope, and I'll take out 50 feet of rope and hand one end to Rena.
Okay.
Well, that's a good idea. I'll pull out my 50 feet of rope and make a.
Okay, you
knot in
can
the
tie
middle.
it to me. That's fine.
Yeah, you're.
Okay.
Okay.
You can wrap it
Little
around
fishing
your
line.
arm or
I have
tie it around
some-
your.
I have some rope too. You can make it really long.
Okay.
We have to make a check to see how well we tie the ropes together.
No, this is fairly easy to do, but just do realize if you've ever worked with like an extension cord or a rope,
Yeah.
the force of pulling on it gets less and less, like it's much harder as it winds around different
The longer it
places.
is.
Exactly. So if she gets like 150 feet away, you may be trying to pull back on it, but trying to pull it against like the walls that it might be like wrapped around and stuff like that may be very, very difficult. And plus you're also pulling someone who's underwater. So if there's like any issue, just understand that gets more difficult the further that someone gets away. If she just is going in a straight direction, not so much to worry about. But when
We
it's
could also
Consider
find out
it
where
more
you
of
are
like
down
a
there.
it's more of like a guideline than
Yeah.
a rescue me
Yeah, I'm
line.
worried
So
if you get down there and we don't know where you are and you say come find me, we won't know where you are.
Well,
So if we
how
have the
far
rope, we
can
can
I-
follow
What's-
it.
how
What
far
if we
can I be from you with the mine thing?
miles.
Along-
anywhere?
Oh,
Anywhere.
okay.
Five
Well,
miles,
then
5
if
miles
I-
or
As long as you're on the
something.
same
5 miles.
plane, yeah.
If
Yeah.
I
Over
have
any
a
distance.
problem,
Or actually,
then
it's
I'll
any
let you
distance,
know.
yeah.
But,
So
but
for,
if
we'll
we,
just use it as a like warning sign, and if I need to do like I'll do like a 2-tug thing if I need you. So I'll take the excess rope with me and just unwind as I go, and that way I know exactly how much I have left, and you guys just hold the rope, and then there's only as much tension as far as I have gone.
Okay.
don't know if I like this.
Because
It's
otherwise,
not
if something
much-
grabs me and goes, you're gonna
Also,
have
do
that happen.
understand
That's
that you
not good.
are half speed in water. And those of you with heavy armor, this is just like how I rule it, you're not
Regular.
swimming, you are sinking. So be
Have
aware of
heavy
that.
So maybe I shouldn't go in there because I will absolutely just like a rock just go down.
I'll say you
And-
probably can swim a bit, but it's difficult. So
My
it's
swim
like,
speed is as fast as your walking speed, so I should be okay.
Okay.
I have 25.
But just
feet
for all of you,
is
so that you
half.
know, like when you have to, like if you have to jump in after Rena or anything like that, you're going to be at half speed to get to her. So you're gonna have to like be to get your normal movement. You're gonna have to be dashing, like using your
Rena,
action.
Yeah.
Rena, I
Tommy.
say you give it a go. You explore a little bit for a minute, and then think to us what you see, and we'll see what we decide. If it gets too hairy, you can come back, or we'll think about bringing Navari somehow.
I feel like this was
I-
something that Navari would have been very good at, but I think she's going to be so proud of me for doing it.
So, Verna, I think we need to be very careful with this. We don't want you going too far because if we can't pull you out in time and you drown, then
I think
Well,
you
we
should
can
be
bring her
more
back.
optimistic.
so I'm just saying go like one length of rope instead, and then tell
What?
us what you're seeing, and then we can formulate a plan.
I
of,
just
do
want
we all
to
go?
say, if I have to have CPR, if you could get Kate to do it, that would be nice.
Okay, you know what? Can I volunteer instead? I want to go down there.
No!
I'm just joking, though.
All right, I'm
You
going.
also want
She just
want
did this-
Kate to do CPR on you too. I love it.
All right, at this I'm going now. I'm
Okay,
just
so you-
delaying at this point, and so I will head.
Okay, so you take a deep breath, you head back down. You are back in this area. I don't have these tiles locking directly, so please just move yourself like either like
5-10 feet or so.
well, yeah, either to this corner or to this corner, like depending on where you want to go. I will reveal
Okay.
more of the map
All right.
as
right.
you go.
So I came, even though the stairs look wonky, I came down them, right? Like, and so I'm technically just came down the stairs right
Yeah,
here.
you just got down. These are the,
Okay,
the
so
bottom.
I'm
These are
gonna
the
move
bottom
this
of the.
direction.
Okay, let me just
And as I'm,
this, and you again hear that.
that's what, 10 feet.
Wait,
Okay, and let me do this.
Don't shake your head at me, Oriana.
No, I'm shaking my
saw
head at
that.
the music.
the song is a vibe, though. I love it.
If I have to explore a dungeon, this is the kind
You
of
see
music I
this-
want.
Oh.
What are you seeing,
I'm
Renna?
gonna come here.
Mhm.
Is it louder one direction or another?
It's very hard to hear. It. I'll say make a perception check.
Okay.
But it's going to be difficult to.
You got this.
17.
Okay.
Not bad.
It feels like it's coming from definitely the way that you're going. It feels like it's getting louder, but you're not sure if it's louder to the north of you or to the west of you.
Okay.
But you definitely hear you hear instruments. You hear
What's-
the singing.
Renna, what's your normal speed?
50.
Okay, so you've got 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40.
I've gone 5.
Okay, you
10,
got
15,
5
20,
more on your
25.
turn.
I've just went 30
Oh,
if
you
I
went
go
there? Okay, yeah. And you
That's
see
30 feet if I went there.
a door. Closed.
Oh. All right. I'm going to move up to the door. Can I test the handle?
You can. And you
I'm going to get like shot with an arrow.
no, you find
Like,
that it is
Traps!
you find that it is not locked. But it will take some significant force to push it open. But go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. 16. And I'm going to tell Artemis, I found a door!
It definitely sounds like it's coming from there.
The singing?
Yep. And the music.
The music is coming from behind the door. Should I go in, or does this sound like sketchy?
If you can open it, I'd say go for it, but you may have to find
I-
another switch, like in the
I-
room we were above.
I can try to shove the door open. I'm not sure how easy it will be. But I
We're
will
all
try.
we're all hearing this through the thing, right?
The
Okay. good.
telepathic bond, yes.
Told you it's good singing. So do I just try to?
Oh no,
like-
you're not hearing the music.
Oh,
You're
I hear
hearing just
something.
you're just hearing Renna talk to you guys.
No,
They're
yeah.
not hearing the music. I am.
Yeah, you
I'm
are.
hearing the directions though.
Yes.
Renna could replicate it though.
I'm Oriana is going to start taking off. Well, I guess she doesn't really need to take off her clothes because she's not wearing
I'm
heavy
not
armor.
wearing anything but some basic.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Kay's
I-
not here.
I like to
Yeah.
show off the muscle.
Shut up, you. Oriana is going to dive in. Take a
Okay.
deep breath and dive in.
I'm going
Oh.
to try that door.
Okay. Okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
I really
Okay.
am interested.
Go ahead and make an athletics check for me, because this is again underwater, so you have to force it open. But you certainly can, of course. Athletics, okay, 16. Yeah, it's taking you a moment and taking a bit of your energy to get it open. But you do manage to push it open, and it opens into a very, very large room. And as you like push the door open, you feel yourself sort of get like sucked in, just because the current now opens into this room.
I would like to hold onto the door.
Well, you're pushing kind of with your whole body. So go ahead and make a dex save for me.
Oh, you're good at those.
Yeah, but you don't get advantage on this because it's not a trap.
Oh. Hello.
Okay, it was 17. I'll say you definitely get pulled in, but you don't get sucked in too far. So you're about in the sort of just in here. But
So did the water just kind of go and then like go down, and now it's like down, and I'm not submerged in water, or it just was a current?
oh no,
that
you're
pulled me
in water. It's just
Okay.
because the door was closed to this area that
It changes
you
the flow.
yeah,
essentially.
and hang on 1 second as I do this. Just need to find the right stuff for this.
There's a room in here. I got stuck in it, but I'm okay.
What do you see?
Did
Anything?
the door close behind her?
Because the current's now flowing through here.
Yeah, it opened with the current flowing through, and because it pushed inward, it's open. So it's
Oh,
not
okay.
it's not sucking closed or anything like that.
So,
But you
FYI,
think that if you had to pull it, and you had been sucked in here, yeah, the door likely would have just slammed behind you.
The
but
water
no,
had somewhere to
it's-
go if it
Yeah,
went
the water
in.
had it went in. Okay, hang
So
on.
is there
let me
air at the
just-
top?
There's no air.
Oh, okay, so
You just
full.
get the sense that like these doors have been closed for very probably long time, and it's just natural current now flowing through places that were closed.
also, Rena, Oriana jumped in after you. So just,
What?
yeah. Just letting you know that.
Oh, there is a strong current down here in some places. She could just get dragged away.
Just do
Oh, you
this,
can't do that.
sorry,
I don't
guys.
know. She just jumped in though. I'm just letting you know in case you see. It'll-
Okay.
Do you want us to go down there? Or are you okay?
What do I see in this room, by the way?
Hang on, give me a second.
Oh, okay,
Give
sorry,
me
sorry.
a second.
I'm sorry. They were
it's-
asking
yeah,
questions. I was like, I want
you
to
guys
answer
are
the
continuing the
question.
conversation, but the DM hasn't even set up what she sees when she gets in.
Yeah,
there.
you're in. You just gotta give me a second to get everything going.
We're filling time. No, I'm just
Like
kidding.
right now, Oriana's doing like this, getting ready to dive in, because this is
whole
what these
Olympic-
people do. But she's probably just gonna do like the 5-year-old thing where she just jumps.
Oh,
Because swimming is Oriana's
Belly flop.
forte.
Well, she's probably never
Alright.
gone swimming.
Oh, the smack. Oh, no.
okay. Yeah. So, let's just pull you here. So, what you see, Rena, is following. As you enter this large chamber, you notice a few different sea creatures at the bottom, playing music, with a large tentacled creature swaying to the song, in a costume reminiscent of a high noble's robes. And as he prepares to sing again, the music stops as he turns to you and notices your presence, signaling to the band and waving them off to stop their playing.
Do
Who dares disturb my practice and trespass upon the domain of the great Reo? Well, knave, you shall be thwarted in your endeavors. And I need you to roll initiative. As you see a...
I didn't even go very far.
Oh, but you went into a dungeon under the water by yourself.
Not by herself soon.
Problem.
Let me...
Problem.
What?
5, 17.
Okay, let me get the tracker up
Oh no.
and add you in.
It's a jellyfish. This
This
big
is why
jellyfish.
I wanted to cast aid. All right? No, don't use any spells.
I
Okay.
didn't say
Typical
that.
Rita.
I said that. That was my. I take full blame for that. It's
If
okay.
I die,
Doesn't
it's
aid
on
only
you.
ask a minute though?
Yeah.
It's 8 hours.
Oh.
8 hours. Sorry.
20 HP for 8 hours.
Typical
I need to remember to
Red.
click
Well,
my
it depends
token
on how
when I
high you
roll
cast
initiative.
it,
Sorry.
right?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I want to pull
Getting
out my
into
big
trouble from
stick,
poor decisions.
my sharp pointy stick, and skewer a squid.
Ooh, squid kebabs. Let's go.
As my puppy is.
Oh,
chewing
and
on
then
her
let me
octopus
just,
toy.
I'm just going to
Oh.
He
update.
happens to be purple.
Oh baby.
Let me just update this because you have Nemeron's eyes right now. So you should be able to see the whole thing.
This
And
fox is very
let
bitey.
me just get this. Alright, let me get this going. Alright.
The music is on point this session. I just have to say.
What's the soundtrack? I'm sure.
This is commission music that I had our lovely
it's so
Vorpalants do.
It's
for
so good.
Some of our battles. All right.
I love
Thanks,
it.
So,
Warple.
Rena, it is your turn to go.
Oh no, bro.
As you see this sort of large, sort of tentacled creature, purple with this mauve teeth, but looking regal, and that beautiful voice was coming from him. But he does
did
not
not-
seem happy that you have disturbed his practice.
I did not mean to interrupt your practice. Your singing was very distinguished and lovely.
Then leave.
Okay, I'll try to swim back into the thing and close the door.
It's your turn.
Okay, I want to turn back and try to go back through the door. Go get the current.
Okay, so you swim yourself, obviously like off the map area, and out, and then go ahead and make an athletics check to pull the door with you closed.
Okay.
You are there for a moment, trying to close the door, but having an unsuccessful time of it. So you've moved about 10 feet. You still have another 15, but you were unable to close the door.
Going. Just keep going.
Yeah, just gonna keep
Just
trying
keep
to.
swimming.
Okay.
Just keep
swimming.
swimming.
I
So-
felt 2 tugs. I'm gonna pull on this. This is not gonna go well for Artemis, who's
Okay.
3 feet tall, trying
For
to
the
pull the
record,
barbarian.
that is a very big.
Okay,
purple,
is that your turn,
stupid
Rena?
squid. Yeah,
Would you
this
like
is
to
my
do anything
turn.
else? Okay,
I just say that. That's it. That's my turn.
all right.
I'm just trying to swim out the door and close it behind me.
This creature looks at you glaring as you, like, wimpily are unable to close this door that you slammed open in his face, and glares at you. And what
Oh
does
no.
he want to do? Yeah, he's going to let's- yeah. All right. He's going to swim up here. Glare at you. And open this row of teeth and you're just gonna watch a crackling energy. And he's just going to sing a high, oh, and out of his mouth comes a lightning bolt. I need you to make a dexterity save for me, please.
Oh no.
16. That's a fail.
With advantage?
Doesn't,
though?
yeah,
You
an
can-
advantage.
So, do I have to be raging to have advantage, or just have
No,
advantage?
I think you just it's
Danger
just
sense?
danger sense, isn't it?
Yeah. It says against effects that you can see, such as traps and spells. So advantage?
This isn't a spell.
Lightning bolt's not a spell?
But it
Say-
affects like traps and spells, right?
Mhm.
I feel like we talk about this every time.
No,
That's body sense.
Hang on, I just need to also.
It says
check what
against effects that you can see, such as
Yeah, that's
traps
fine.
and spells.
Yeah, I'll allow it because
Gain the
I just
benefit
wanna-
you can't be blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Yeah, that's fine. So go ahead and roll again. Just wanna get
It's okay. I can.
No. I'm just trying to see if being underwater with no like freedom of movement has any imposition on how dexterous you are. But I think that's fine. I think you should be fine. I don't think it imposes any disadvantage. All
No,
right,
you're
so
fine. It's meant to
still-
happen. It's meant to
s-
be.
Still occurs. So 28 points of lightning damage as this bolt cracks into you and singes you. As he just looks at you angrily and continues to glare you down. It is your turn. Do you just keep swimming away?
I am going to say, ow! And I'm going to be like, that's rude! And I'm gonna rage and then stab it with my sword.
Well, you're 15 feet away. You tried to close
Oh,
the
I'm
door.
gonna go
You were
back
unable.
to him.
Okay,
Like, that
you're
was rude.
you're swimming back to him.
And- For reaction, I'm gonna say, get your butts down here. We're going to cook some calamari.
Since that hit you, I need you to make a Constitution save for me
Okay.
to see if you lose any air.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, you're fine.
Oh,
So you took it like a champ. But you're raging, and you're
Yep.
back on screen. And Oriana, you were diving in, so I'll say like you're at the bottom of the stairs at this point, beginning to swim forward. But I will have the rest of you roll your initiatives. I will keep track of them, and I'll put them on the counter as you go.
Should I put my token on the map first, or
No, just roll, and I will add you your turns like on the actual initiative myself.
Do I have to worry
Okay.
about any kind of underwater swinging disadvantage or anything weird like that?
Yes, you have disadvantage on attacks underwater.
Love it.
And I believe any kind of ranged attacks, not spells, but like ranged attacks, can only go a certain number of feet. I'd have to look, but so far you're not doing that. So it's just disadvantage on melee attacks right now. Unless you have something that negates that.
I don't think so.
I mean, you could reckless.
Yeah. Not gonna though.
Yeah, if you don't have a swimming speed, you have disadvantage on the attack roll unless the weapon is very, very light.
I don't think convergence is light, so.
No, it is not. It is a long sword.
Alright, well then, we'll just do another attack at disadvantage.
Okay, yeah, so the first one missed.
Mm-hmm. And
the second
16?
one also... nope, second one just hits.
Okay.
Alright, mine. Okay, so Nemeron, why did you make 2 rolls?
I have advantage because of my blessing of the vigilant.
Oh, right. Okay, so you're 19, Artemis is a 17, Oriana's a 15. Got it. Okay, Rena. Anything else?
I don't think I can do anything else.
No, yeah, you
so
use your
no.
movement, you use both your attacks, and your bonus action was to rage.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Amazing. At the end of your turn, it's going to use a legendary action.
Oh, fun.
And what did it do? Yeah, it's gonna just take one of its tentacles and slam you. Or slam at you. Natural 19, 31 to hit.
Yeah,
Okay. So,
maybe.
take 15 bludgeoning damage, halved to 7, and you are grappled as it wraps around you. So,
Okay.
you are grappled. You're not restrained. You're just held. Actually, I'll probably use a different one because that one's like, I'm gonna use the hand, that weird hand thing. There you go. Whoop. All right. And from there, it is this creature's turn. Actually, no, it is Nemeron, I believe, your turn, because you have a 19.
I'm not even down there.
Yeah, but you heard her call over the bond. So
if
up
I
to
pull
you
on the
what you
rope,
wanna do.
does it feel taut, or is it like loose and?
I mean, she's gone further than 50 feet.
Oh, that's fair.
So it's pretty taut because she's still got it like wrapped around her arm
Okay.
or body or however she has it
Mhm.
like held. But to
Okay.
actually pull on it and test, that's going to be an action.
Okay. I'll do it. I'll pull on it and test just to make sure that that's
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check for me, please.
taut. Athletics. There we go.
All right, you
Jesus.
pull, and you just feel this like it feels like you're trying to pull something that is unmovable almost.
Okay.
Like very taut. Like you have a little bit of give, and then as soon as you pull a little bit more, it just like stops, and you're like, "Ah," and you're unable
Okay.
to move. And Rena, you definitely feel a bit of a tug, and you see this creature or this creature named Rayo now, kind of like look at you curiously, like, but his grip holds fast on you.
Is there something
Yeah,
I can? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. If you're, I thought you were done with your turn.
No. Is there something sturdy around the room, around the stairwell, where I can tie the rope to? That way we don't lose it.
There are there's some like shelving that you might. It's gonna take a bit. There are some boxes you're just not sure like what is like. You think that if the box doesn't get moved, like the rope won't move, but you're not sure whatever is on the other end. Like if it's something that ends up pulling harder, you're not sure if the rope will come with it. So that's all I will say is, but there are boxes
Okay.
that are fairly heavy. Like they're not light. Like there's stuff in them. You're just not sure like what is on the other end of Rena's pull.
Is it a free action to talk over the bond? Right. It is.
Yeah.
What are you fighting? What is it? Rena.
Can I respond in his
Yeah,
same
I'll say
action?
like this is all happening as you're like, oh my god.
Giant octopus.
I don't know what to do.
It's big and toothy.
Get out of there, and I'm gonna
I can't. Little tied up.
I'm gonna stay try to stay still. I know you said that it's an immovable thing, but I'm gonna make sure the rope doesn't like slip out of my grasp and
Yeah.
disappear.
Okay, so you're holding it and you're staying out of the water, like being the anchor kind of thing.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. That is your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is fun. Actually, would it do this? Nah. No, actually, yeah, it would. Rena, you feel this creature as at the end of Nemeron's turn, using its last legendary action, grabs you and pulls you back, and Nemeron, you feel yourself getting tugged a little bit into, like, down the stairs a little bit.
Okay.
As it winds up, and it throws you, Rena, into the door to slam the door. You slam into the door, closing it, your rope getting stuck inside the door now, slammed backwards. You are considered prone, but you're in the water, so it's like kind of a weird thing. And you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, halved to 2, as the door is closed behind you. You're in here alone with this giant octopus.
So is he no longer holding me?
No, you're no longer grappled. Yeah. He flung you, and you slammed into the door, closed it with your body. You're probably right here, and your rope's kind of caught in the door. All right, that is its turn. It is now Artemis, your turn.
Well, I can't see anything on the map, but I'm going to jump into the water.
Yep.
And follow the rope and pull myself to the end of the rope, trying to get to Rena. I don't know how far that will get me. I have a movement speed of 25. I don't know if the rope
you get
pulling
in.
it is...
So you were. I'll say you were, like, let's just say you're just outside of the stairs. So you're able to move 15 feet before you get in the water, and then you have 10 feet left. So you're able to move, like, maybe to the bottom of the stairs, and then you use your action to basically move yourself a little bit further. Like, you're using your
dash.
Yeah, that would count as your dash. So you got yourself to the bottom of the stairs. You still have quite a bit of a ways to go to get to the end of wherever this rope is.
Yep, I'm gonna go as far as I can to the end of the rope using my action and everything.
All right, so with your action left and a 25 movement speed, you move another 10 feet underwater.
Okay.
So you get just to that initial edge of the hallway, and that is your turn. Oriana, it is your turn. You are Artemis just passes you as he, like, rushes down in, but you are already in the water at the bottom.
Yep. Movement action to swim 30 feet.
All right, you get to that second, so you get around the first bend, you get just to that initial area where the rope starts to go into that other room, but you still have about another 20 feet before you even get to the door, and you don't know that the door is there because you can't see it just yet. Yeah. But that's where you are.
And I'm just going to think to Rena, stop fighting, whatever that is. Get out here. I can get you out quickly.
Right, that is your turn. Rena, it comes back to you.
WWND, what would Navari do?
She would run like hell.
I don't know if that's true. And I'm still, though, gonna try to turn to the door and see if I can pull it open.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check. That will be your action.
Mm-hmm. It's also gonna probably drop my range because I won't hit anything.
Oh, that's right, yeah. You shouldn't have disadvantage on this because, but it's a 23. No, you got a 23. I'll take the first roll, right? Because you have an advantage on athletic checks, right? When you're raging. Yeah. And you're still considered raging. So the 23 stands. So yeah, you're able to pull the door back open, and you are are there. That's your action. You have your movement left.
I'll try to go through the door.
Okay, as you try to go, it is going to use its reach as a tentacle swipes out to grab you.
Okay.
Let me see if it hits. A 21 to hit.
That's my AC.
So what does it do? So as you attempt to get out, you are grappled again. And you take 18 points of bludgeoning damage. It's actually grappled and restrained. So this is a restrain. I did not know that. So 18 bludgeoning damage halved to 9.
Okay.
So your rage will
Why the heck
stand because you got attacked.
My thing is giving me problems on being able to click and do the minus doodad.
You can always go into your sheet if you need to or whatever. Okay. That is your turn. You still have, I believe, a bonus action. If there's anything you want to do.
Oh, there we go. I don't think I have bonus action. Can I? No, I don't think I have anything bonus action-y unless I mean, I took damage from that, so I'm still technically
you're still
raging.
raging.
Yeah?
Yep.
No, I don't think I don't have anything as a bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah, all my stuff requires an action.
All right. Then it is Rayo's turn. Rayo looks down at you. So uncouth. And opens his mouth to bite you. You were restrained, so he has advantage. Uh, 29 to hit.
Okay.
You take 20 piercing damage, halved to 10, and you are swallowed, which means you are blinded and restrained. As he engulfs you, you are blinded and restrained. Let's put this on you. And he just uses one of his tentacles to, he bites, the rope snaps. Nemeron, you feel the give way. And slams the door with his tentacle. And begins to swim away. All right. That is his turn. I don't believe he can do anything else. Okay. Great. It is Nemeron, your turn.
Would I know that if I go in there with heavy armor, I will sink to the bottom?
I mean, it's going to be very hard to swim. Your speed will still be the same. It's just going to be an effort to swim and stay afloat.
So it'd be like an athletics check or something, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna dive in.
Okay.
Heavy armor and all.
All right, so you were at the top of the stairs. Again, I'll say it's about 10 feet, and then you hit the water. So you had another 20 feet. So you have 10 feet. Once you get to the bottom of the stairs, you have 10 feet of movement. So you can start moving in the direction of the rope.
Okay. I'm gonna burn my action search for this. I'm gonna go another. I'm gonna dash again.
Okay. You get to.
So it's an extra
past,
15.
An extra 15. Yeah, you get just past Artemis around the bend.
Okay.
All right. Rena, I need you to make a con save, please.
Mm-hmm.
You're still holding on. Haven't lost breath. All right. Cool. It is now Artemis, your turn.
I will try to go as far as I can to the rope, and where will that take me?
Okay, so you were able to move here. So 1, 2. You get just behind Oriana. If you use your dash, you can get just in front of Oriana.
Can you put the map in front of me just so I can see myself? Because right now I just have a black screen. Or do you want to keep it a secret still?
No, that's fine. I'll put you here. So I'll show you where you would be. You would be.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering how far away I am
So if you
from
don't.
the door.
So this is where you got last turn. This square right here.
This one.
Yep. If you if you just move, you'd get to this one.
I will dash to this one.
Yeah, so you'll get to that one. Okay.
Yep.
All right, Oriana, it is your turn.
Where am I on the?
You're right here. You're right at this
Right
square.
here.
Yeah. So with 15 feet, you'd get to here. You'd see the door closed. You'd still have to dash to move up to said door.
I mean, I have no strength modifier, so.
Well, you don't know anything about the door. You just know the door's closed right now.
Well, she said she had to.
Oh, right.
She
Okay,
had to
yeah,
like
fair enough.
force it open. So
Yep.
I.
So yeah, it's up to you what you want to do. But you don't even know right now what's beyond this hallway. So I would say you'd probably at least move up to here to see what is in front of you, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna move as far as I can with my movement, but I'm gonna
Okay,
keep the
so you
space open for someone
Alright.
else to open the door.
Okay, so you get here. Is there anything else you want to do?
I'm going to hold my action to dash if the door opens. Because I mean,
okay, you're holding your action.
I don't
Got
know.
it. All right, you're holding your action to move. Got it. That is your turn. It is now Rena. I'll bring us back. Here.
Yeah, I am going to activate my radiant consumption.
All right, you do so. That's your action?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I can't really do anything, right? Because I'm restrained
You
and
can
all that. It's
attack.
not
No,
like I
you can
can't-
attack. You'd just be attacking with disadvantage. You can't move. You have 0 speed, but you have enough movement to attempt to.
I'm still going to activate my radiant consumption,
Okay.
so I think that's going to be the action.
All right. Anything else?
No, because that takes my action, I don't think there's much else I can do there. Not unless I can, like, bonus action bite him or something. So,
Okay.
I think that's it.
Okay. Sounds good.
But, so, like, the light pours out and everything. Not that anything can be seen, probably, unless he were to open his mouth, maybe, but...
and how does it hurt at the end of your turn? At the beginning
that's
of
what
your
I'm
turn?
reading.
Okay.
It says during it you shed bright light. At the end of each of your turns, so the end of my turn, you and each creature within 10 feet of you take radiant damage equal to half your level, rounded up.
Okay. So.
And then, in addition, on each of your turns, you can deal extra damage to a
yeah,
target when
that's
you
right.
deal.
When you attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you deal damage.
So,
Okay, so 6 damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you take 6 damage, and which is halved, I think, because you are resistant
Yep.
to radiant. So you take 3, and he takes. Got it. Okay, so he feels like a rumbling in his tummy, and he.
Adjust this.
But seems happy. Okay, at the start of his turn, you are going to take some acid damage as you are melting in his belly. You take 16 points of acid damage as you begin to dissolve.
It burns.
But
Hurry
that
up.
is the end of your turn. Sorry, his turn. So, is there anything? Nope. Oh, come on. Chill. Okay, so it is. I'll get us back on this map. All right, so for now, you know what? I'll pull you on just so that we can see you guys. Ron, you are right here, and Artemis. Okay, so Nemeron, it is your turn.
I would have to dash to get up to the door, wouldn't I?
You would, yes.
Okay. Oh, why am I drawing? Hold on. Go away.
Okay, I got it.
Sorry, didn't mean to do that. Okay.
No, it's fine.
5, 10, 15.
Yep.
Like, would it look to me that if I blast the door with the spell, all I can use spells underwater?
You can.
Yes, you can, as long as it's
going-
not.
If it's
Verbal.
verbal, though, you're going to be
Yeah.
using some of your breath, which means
Yeah, okay. Never mind.
be prepared for that.
I'll get right up to the door, then I'll have to dash, and I'll just stay right
In
there.
front of the door. Okay, so you're getting
Mhm.
ready to open the door by your next go.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And yeah, that's it.
All right. It is Artemis, your turn.
I'm gonna move 5 feet, well, totally 10 to get there, and then see everybody lined up at the door. And do I have? I guess I'm gonna pull on whoever pulls the next door. That's my action. If we can make like a train of people, and I would like to pull on Nemeron, but I don't think I can get to Nemeron.
No, you can't. So what are you holding an action? Are you just waiting, basically? Are you doing what Oriana's doing, like kind of like holding your action to dash in? I don't even actually. You couldn't dash in. You could dash to where Nemeron is, so that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I can't get through with the people there, so I mean, I am a halfling, so I can move through people's
But you
square.
can't stop. I don't think you can stop in their spaces, though.
Correct. Yes. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold my action, and then if there's a way to get through the door, I will move through it. So kind of the movement thing. Yeah.
Got it.
Waiting
Okay,
on Nemeron.
yeah.
I'm gonna tell
so you-
Nemeron, open the door as soon as you can.
Got it. Okay.
Gotcha, fam. No worries.
And Oriana, it's your turn.
I'll use my action to help Nemeron open the door. The help action.
Okay. It is top of the round. Rena, it is your turn.
Right, I'm going to recklessly attack, which will be a straight roll.
Okay. Straight roll. You try to swing your sword, but are unable to do so.
All right. Do I still get my second
Yeah.
attack with reckless?
Yeah, it's just you
so
just didn't
straight
hit.
roll?
You didn't hit his AC. That hits.
Okay.
All right. Plus,
And then-
how much damage? The radiant.
It is once on each of your turns, you can deal an extra radiant damage to one target when you deal damage to it. It's equal to my level, so
Okay, an extra 12.
yeah.
All right. So that is 9 plus 12. Plus 12 is 21. Got it. All right. Anything else?
Nope, I don't have anything else.
All right. At the end of your turn, you take 3 damage, and he takes the 6. All right. At the start of his turn, as his belly is rumbling.
Oh, I do have a question. Sorry.
Yep.
My healing hands isn't. Oh, never mind. It's an action.
It's
I'd
an
have
action,
to do that. Okay, never mind. I was gonna ask that because I didn't see where it said action. Action.
Yep.
Okay. Answer bound question. Please proceed with the digestion.
Okay. Uh, 17 acid damage as you are dissolving. Okay. Nemeron, it is your turn.
I will open the door.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check with advantage.
Oh, because of help. Okay.
Yeah, 'cause of help.
Athletics. 26.
With a 26, you are able to get the door open. And looking inside, you see what you see. Unfortunately, Artemis, you're unable to move because they're in the way. That's all you could move is up to where Nemeron is. Oh, actually, Nemeron, you still have movement, so
Oh, true,
you
I
open
can-
the door. Yeah, so you can get yourself inside if you would like.
I'm just seeing a black screen right now.
I know. I'm gonna
sorry.
put you on, but like, are you gonna move inside?
Yeah.
Okay, so hang on. You have once I put you on the map, you will have 10 more feet of movement.
Okay.
There you are.
Sure. I'll move myself there.
Okay.
And
And in this large chamber, you see just like this large sort of ruined catacomby place, completely flooded with water. And you see this creature, and he turns to look like you, and he says, "Hey, not tomorrow."
and in response, I'll just flip him off for fun.
Is he, DM? Is he actually speaking, or is it like telepathy?
He is speaking
Hmm.
through the water.
And he's just speaking in common.
Mhm. That is your turn, Nemeron. So, Artemis, you're able to move up to where Nemeron was. So you were just 5 feet off the map at this point, at the start of your turn. So it's 5. I'll move you. I'll put you on the map here, because it's your turn now. And so I will now start to add your turns onto. What's your dex, Nemeron?
My dex is.
No, Nemeron. Sorry, I'll ask
Sorry,
you.
I was muted. Sorry. 19. Nope. 14.
Okay, 14. And then Artemis, I'm gonna put you on. And you got a 17. What's your dex, Artemis?
My dex is 12. Sorry, 14 actually. 14.
14? Okay, cool. Okay. So you are you have 5 more feet of movement. Plus your action.
Well, I'm gonna get out of the way, probably down here to get
Okay.
my 5 feet, and then as my action,
Oh,
I'm
and
gonna use. Oh, go
Sorry,
ahead.
I'm just adding to your token the 300 feet dark vision. There you go. You can see the
Okay.
whole map. Cool.
Doesn't change too much. That's awesome. We got a squid thing. I will use my Celestial Dominance ability and cast Dominate Monster. I don't know how that works regarding casting it through the armor, if that would use my air or not.
Yep, if it's verbal, it will use some of your air.
So I want to use Subtle Spell to cast it then. Is that possible?
I believe so. Subtle spell gets rid of is just 1 point, right? And it gets rid of the verbal and somatic portions.
Correct.
Then yeah, you certainly can do that.
Oh, that's so good. Oh god.
Yeah, for one sorcery.
That was a
What
nice
what
play.
is the DC?
We'll put it in the chat. There it is.
Thank you.
The
17.
DC, I believe, is 15. I can double check.
Oh, 15, yeah, because it's from the armor.
Yes.
Rolled an 18. So you attempt to dominate this creature, feels the magic come over him, and kind of looks at both of you, not knowing which of you attempted this, and just says, "Knaves! I am here practicing, and you come and attack me!"
It's not a reaction. Never mind.
But that's your turn.
I have a bonus action, but I don't think I can cast another spell, because that would technically...
No, that was cast. Wait, that was considered? It's considered a spell, right? It's just cast through the armor.
That I don't know how you rule it.
Well, like, what is it? It says you can
It's
cast
cast
on
through the armor.
Yeah. Okay.
but-
So it's considered. It's not an ability. It's like it's still a spell. It gives you the
Mhm.
spell.
Sure. Then at that point, I have no other abilities through my bonus action.
Okay. So that's your turn.
Yeah. I'll ask Brenna how she's doing.
A little cramped, a little burning. Yes, other than that, I'm up. Get me out of here!
All right. Okay, Oriana, it is your turn. You are 10 feet off, so with all of
I'll
your
use
movement.
15 to get in.
Okay, let me pull you onto the map. Right here. Let me update your site. 300. All right, and I will add you to the initiative tracker, but it is your turn. What's your dex again? Sorry, 15.
13.
Got it. Cool.
This is not good.
Oh, sorry, oh no, I already did it this turn. I mixed up the orders because that was the only thing on the tracker, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, so it's your turn, yeah.
I don't really have a good option here.
What are you doing?
I am going... I am going to do my very best to curtsy underwater.
Okay, you curtsy.
And then use my action to dash.
Okay, go ahead and dash. All right. That's your turn. Anything else?
On the off chance this creature can somehow detect our thoughts, I will just say, your music was so delightful. We just had to come and see.
Okay. The rest of you hear that over your bond.
Run it
But you don't. This
I
creature
don't-
doesn't seem to.
Okay.
I'll just tell you this. Just like meta-wise, that's not how telepathy works. Just because you think it in your head doesn't mean a creature can just read your
Yeah,
thoughts.
I know. I'm just. Well, I was more thinking like if it had a way of detecting thoughts. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. But it seems to it just seems to be sitting there like angry at all of you. Doesn't seem to have recognized that you said it.
Or yeah, Oriana is just trying to be polite and cordial and somewhat formal.
It could have had detect thoughts prepared for if it saw a tiefling come in, and which would be the trigger for it, so you could detect thoughts.
Right. could, but it doesn't. Okay. That is your turn. Top of the round, Rena.
Reckless attack again. So straight up
Okey-dokes.
attacking this thing. So, okay.
That hits.
All right. Nice. And then second attack.
And that adds the 12 damage as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, hang on. Okay.
Ready? Second
Oh,
attack.
Wait, hang on. I did that on you accidentally. I had your token.
Oh, don't do that.
I know. Hang on. Let me add that back. Hang on. Sorry, it's because your token's over top of the creatures.
Yep.
There you go. All right. Go ahead. That hits.
All right. All right.
All right.
So that's 12 radiant damage, and then all that stuff.
Yep. The rumbling in his stomach goes. And he like coughs a little bit, but seems to still keep you in its gullet. And then you
Minus
deal
3.
3 to yourself, and all right.
Alrighty.
Okay. Not right now. Okay. Nemeron.
Okay. Underwater. I mean, I'm impulsive. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on this thing, and I will lose a minute. However,
Yep.
time of air I
So,
lose.
so you have a total of 5 minutes. So you're down to like just under 4 minutes.
Just under. Okay.
Yeah. With this
That's
guy.
fine. I'll go ahead and cast Guiding Bolt. Do I have that in my thing? I do. Okay. I'm gonna cast it to 3rd level.
Okay.
Why did I roll?
So
Advantage.
13, yeah, 13 doesn't hit. As you fling out the guiding bolt, it sort of dodges with its tentacles, and it shoot somewhere off in the room.
Cool. And I guess I'll move my 15 feet closer to it. And
Cool.
that's my turn. That's all I can do.
All right, that's your turn. Artemis.
I'm going to use my action to dash as close as I can to the thing. So as far as I can get.
So wait,
from there.
both your movement and action?
Yes. So 10
Okay, so
and 20 would
20
take me
feet.
here.
Yep, there you go.
Yep. And I'll be right there.
Any bonus?
Sure. Let's cast spiritual weapon.
Okay, so you're gonna lose a minute of air.
Correct.
All right, and you have, what's your constitution?
My constitution is 16.
So you had 4 minutes, so you're down to under 3 minutes right now. Okay.
Sure.
Cool.
And let me put that up there.
Pull it on.
Actually, I didn't prepare that today. My bad. So I can't.
Okay.
That
Okay.
is
So
what I
you're
can
back
do.
you're at just under 4 then.
Okay. Yep. I didn't
All
prepare
right.
that. My bad.
All right. So that's your turn. All right. It is this creature's turn. All right. Rena. Uh, 24 acid damage. And I need you to make a Constitution save for me, please. Okay. You're okay, but you're struggling. But you won't lose any air at this time. This creature. Well, he doesn't like this. Yeah, Nemeron, I need you to make a dexterity save for me, please.
Ooh, I'm
As this
super good
creature
at those.
Opens his maw and sings, "Whoa!" And the lightning bolt comes out and goes to slam into you.
Okay. Dexterity. 7. No.
Yeah, that does not succeed. All right.
Cool.
So you're going to take 18 points of lightning damage. And
Okay.
I need you
Con save?
to. Sorry? Yeah, con save.
Con
please.
save. Okay. Constitution. Oh my god.
You lose another minute of air, so you're
I'm
you
at-
were below 3, so you're below
So I'm
2
below
now.
2. Okay. Cool.
And this creature is going to. GTFO. Away from you guys, because it does not like being packed in its home. That is the creature's turn. Brianna.
This is not a good idea, but it's literally the only thing we can do at this point. How is this thing looking? Before I make the decision, how is this thing looking?
Looks a little hurt. It looks like a little singed. It looks like it's got maybe some indigestion.
That stomach diarrhea.
Yeah. You maybe see like little squirts of ink coming out.
Can I see its mouth?
It's pretty big. Yeah, I mean it's closed right now, but you can see like when it opened up to shoot the lightning from its gullet, you did see its mouth.
Oh.
But it doesn't just have like this giant hole that's like just open, staring at you. What are you doing?
God. Fuck it. I'm going to cast Mass Suggestion on it.
Okay. So you lose a minute of air.
Mm-hmm. Under 1 plus my con, right?
Yeah. So what's your con?
My con is 2, so I'm.
So you had 3,
under
so
2.
you were under 3, so now you're under 2. And what are you? You're not 60 feet from him. You're further than that.
Oh, sorry, I'm really zoomed in. Can't see.
You are 95 feet,
Oh,
so even with your
never
movement,
mind.
you couldn't get to him. You have to dash twice, and actually even that would, or sorry, move twice, and even then you'd be 5 feet out.
Alright, I'm going to move 15 then.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to hold my action
Mm-hmm.
to cast Animate Objects. And I'm
Mhm.
going to scream to my allies mentally, get it to open its mouth.
Okay.
And my held spell is as soon as I see it open its mouth.
Renna, it is your turn.
Same thing. Tac. Reckless.
Miss. You're unable to get the movement that you want. That hits. All right.
And
10
then-
plus 12 is 22. All right.
All the low rolls.
Anything else?
The 6.
Yeah, 6 for him, 3 for you.
That's it.
Okay. That is the end of your turn. He's looking a little extra singed now, but he's still up. Nemron.
Okay, let's see. Hold on. Where's my thing? Okay. We said I'm down to 2 minutes of air, right? Or under 2 minutes?
Under 2 minutes, yeah.
I can't do anything unless I run out of air.
Yeah, and drowning is a very bad condition to have.
No, yeah, I would assume so. Fuck. Should I try to blast it and risk losing air? I say mentally to everyone. What do we do? What should I do?
It's up to you, man.
I know.
You make your own choice on that one.
Yep.
You got-
I would
We don't-
absolutely.
Yeah,
Hmm?
okay.
I would absolutely waste my last 3rd level spell on on another guiding bolt.
Okay, guiding bolt.
Jesus. Okay. Guiding bolt. Don't know if
That
I hit-
hits.
Oh. Okay. And I upcast it to 3rd
Third,
level.
you
but
said, yep.
I don't know if it already does that for me though. It didn't give me the choice to.
It should, but if it doesn't, it's an extra 2d6, I believe.
So
Or
it's 6.
is it wait?
Oh.
What is guiding bolt?
It's 46 originally, but every level above first, it's an extra 1. So it's
An extra 1, so yeah,
60.
66.
I'm gonna say to him and open my mouth and mimicking spit her back up and noom.
Okay.
22. Cool.
All right, 22 damage.
And I'm under a minute of air.
Yep, you are.
That's okay.
All right, that is your turn. So I'd say you're at 50 seconds of air at this point. No,
Okay.
sorry. What is 60 minus?
I can't do math.
Sorry, hang on. I'm trying to just get this 60. You're at 30 seconds of air.
Oh. Okay. I didn't
Because
realize it was
remember,
that-
you've been down here five rounds, which is
Oh,
6
true, true,
seconds
true.
each round. So that was the initial 30 seconds off your air, and then you've lost a minute each time you've opened your
Oh,
mouth.
true. And then I got
Sure.
slammed with my con save. Okay.
So you're at 30 seconds. All right, Artemis.
I'm gonna use my.
It is looking kind of rough, and it's glowing right now because of the guiding bolt.
I'm gonna use. The guiding bolt looked pretty good, so yeah, why not use my last subtle spell since we're all gonna die down here, and I will cast at 6th level guiding bolt.
Okay.
You have advantage too.
Oh, I will roll that
You do.
again for guiding bolt.
Crit.
Oh, I can re-roll once, but it'd be. I don't know if it
Yeah, but
matters.
this was with advantage, so you
Yeah.
would have gotten a 22 plus a 10, plus
Yep.
a 1, so you take the 22.
Yep. And at level 6.
That hits,
There
definitely.
we go.
So 27.
That. Oh, and the
Yeah,
14.
14 plus 13.
Sorry. No, I saw the red and I thought it was still the nat
I
1.
rolled 2 ones.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, Hurt, still standing. Oh, and you lost. Oh no, you used subtle spell, so that was your
Subtle
second
spell.
sorcery.
That's my last
Yep.
one.
DM,
Okay.
sorry,
Yeah.
can I retroactively move back 15 feet to try to get more air? Or no? Or is it too
Oh
late for that?
yeah.
Okay, okay.
Because you didn't know how you weren't calculating. I just said under a certain amount, so yes.
Okay.
And
thank
you wouldn't have had to move forward because guiding bolt is 120 feet, right? So.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Creature's turn. 20 acid damage. And it's going to lightning bolt you, Oriana. So I need a dex save.
Is it opening its mouth like it's done all these other times?
Yeah.
So can I cast
This
my...
is you casting. What are you trying to do?
I am trying to use animate objects inside of its throat, as far back as I can see when it opens its maw.
So this is a bit difficult of an adjudication, because you can't technically put something inside of a creature.
I'll let you decide. If not, then it'll just surround it and do the attacks. But I'm trying to get it inside to irritate it.
I
so
understand
that
what
it
you're trying.
vomits.
I understand what you're trying to do.
Especially if I see a little cartoony uvula.
Okay. So this is interesting because we haven't been doing this correctly. So the range is 120 feet.
Right.
But the object itself is in your hand. The object doesn't magically teleport 120 feet into its mouth. When you animate objects, if you want to animate something inside of a creature or in another area, I haven't been doing this right, and I'm reading the spell now. It says choose up to 10 non-magical objects within range. Then on the turn, you can use your command to move to have them move. But they do not magically teleport 120 feet. They already have to be in place to do so. So I will not let you waste the spell because you would know this, but I'm reading that now, and that's how it is worded, is you choose... That's why I was always wondering why this felt so broken, and it is if you just let the objects magically teleport around the creature and swarm it. It can be quite annoying. But if you're starting it from yourself and you're animating 10 coins or whatever, they have to swim through the water over to this creature. And that is how we will do it from now on, because yes, that makes more sense to me. There is no teleportation part of this spell that magically transports the objects.
Yeah, I mean, on dry land, the idea was that I would throw the coins.
Yeah, but you don't have 120 foot
over
strength to throw.
No, not here. But I mean, in the past when I've used it.
But that's not how it's going to work, because you have to do the
30 feet,
somatic
but-
components to actually get the coins to levitate from where they are.
Brenna,
So
throw
that
some
is-
coins.
So yeah,
It's food.
and maybe we can work that on land. I'm sure I'd let you have like a dex check to see how far you could throw things if we want to do that, to like throw the coins to see how they scatter. But definitely in water, they're not going to go very far. So I will, if you wish
Then
to
I
either
will-
change the spell or not have held it so you don't lose the spell slot,
I will.
I will definitely give you that back, because I'm
Then I
reading this
will-
now and realizing that's not how it would work.
Then I will retroactively. cast Dimension Door and get on top of it, like
Okay.
right in its face.
All right, so you are doing that while the lightning bolt is coming through your way. So I'll say make the dex check.
Save, you mean?
Dex save, yeah, sorry.
15.
Fails.
All right.
So 28 lightning damage to you. You definitely get in its face. And I need you to make a con save, please. And you lose the air. So you are down to sorry, you already used one spell?
No, I was going to use the spell, and you said I wasn't in range, so then I
that's
was
right.
holding the spell, but
That's
now I do lose that 1 minute, so I'm under 2.
So you're a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vorpalance. All right, so you're at a minute and a half of air, and I need you to make a con save to see if you lose more because you just got electrocuted.
Does this count for Warcaster?
No, it's not. You're not holding a spell. This is you being electrocuted underwater
Okay.
and
Well,
seeing if you
it's
gasp.
just advantage on con save, so
Yeah.
16.
16. Okay. You're a good. You managed to grit your teeth and not try to suck in water. You are in front of it. Anything else?
Well, this is my turn now, right?
Oh yeah, that was his turn. So you're in front of him. Didn't do anything else? No. Yeah, it is now your turn.
Can't believe I'm doing this. I would like to try to swim down its throat.
His mouth's not open anymore. He used it for the lightning and then closed it. You can
Alright.
attempt to try and pry it open.
Then I will... I don't know. None of this is working.
Would you have rather to have tried to dimension door inside of him?
Sure, let's go for that.
Okay, I will say make a... What would this be?
Actually, because I technically could see down his throat somewhat when
yeah,
he
I
opened
know.
his mouth.
This is just to...
I mean, I'll take whatever check you want to give me, but...
Yeah, this is to... Because technically Dimension Door can't go inside of a creature, but I think this is neat, so... I just need to see what makes sense for this. Make a general charisma check, because that's your spellcasting modifier. And he is going to try to make a save to see if he can resist you attempting to go inside of him.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Burning.
Yeah, unfortunately, he rolled low, but he has a very high constitution. So you are unable to... You kind of Dimension Door in, like, almost to the inside of his mouth, and he's about to, like, chomp down on you, and you just reflexively manage to, like, move out of the way so you don't get damaged. So you are where you are. You have your turn still.
Then I will try to pry open his mouth and swim down.
Okay, make an athletics.
It's not gonna work, but...
But why?
Because if I don't, then Ren is just dead and we have to call it a day. Athletics check?
Mm-hmm. A natural 20. I rolled a 9 plus 7, so it does not succeed. So you open the mouth and begin to swim inside.
What the fuck?
I'm just going to swim down as much down its throat as I can.
Mhm.
Just extending my hand further and further. If
You
I see some
you
kind
get into
Well-
the you get into the stomach and you are blinded and restrained.
Okay, well, if I saw any kind of uvula sort of thing on the way down, I would have smacked it. But
You can
if
do
not,
that,
then
but
I'm just
So
you do that
hang out.
as it chomps down, but you are attempting to try to reach out.
I'm just
but
gonna
as
reach
you
out and go
yeah,
ahead.
as you're swimming down, you are looking, you're trying to get to Rena, and then you just feel it swallow you, and you begin to go into its body, and you begin to get squeezed by its insides. You have not seen Rena yet, but perhaps you will find your way down.
And I'm gonna
towards her.
think to Rena.
My radiant consumption is 10 feet.
Yeah, it will hit.
Greatly.
Yep, it
So
will
just-
hit. Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I'm just thinking to Rena. Rena, reach out to me, find me.
How did
And
I
I'm gonna
find
just
you? What
try-
are you? What
I'm
did
Alright.
you do?
Yep. That's everything. That's my movement.
Okay.
That's my action.
Alright.
So
All right, Rena, it is your turn.
just
You
take
don't,
my hand.
You don't. Yeah. I mean, you can use your action to try and like shimmy your way to try and get towards. You're not really sure exactly where you are. This creature is huge. I will say this again: huge, not just large. It is huge. So it is probably about 20 feet across, 20 feet tall, maybe 25. So, but you are welcome to use your action to attempt to try to get a hand on Oriana, if that is what you wish to do. And depending on how you do with the check, you may get there. But again, you can't remember. You, even though you're shedding bright light, you are both blinded inside, so you can't really see anything.
Yeah. I will, I guess, try to reach Oriana.
Okay, let's do this. An athletics check. You normally have advantage. You are restrained, so I would say like this is hard. It's hard for you to move. So I'll just say it's a straight roll because you have that advantage from raging. So I'll say this gives you the extra sort of oomph to try and move your body a little bit to like squirm inside of its intestines or stomach or wherever the hell you are. All right. With a 21, you kind of like start to claw up this creature's insides, and do manage to place a hand on something that does not feel like stomach lining or stomach wall or like weird inner flesh, and manage to tap around, and you feel the bottom of Oriana's like boot, and you grab it.
Okay.
That is your action.
Is this your foot? And then,
Do
Yeah,
I feel
you feel this, Oriana. Yeah,
yes,
you
it
feel...
is. I can get this out.
alright, I am going to try and freaking find.
So anything for your bonus?
Hold on 1 second, I'm reading something.
No problem.
Bonus action to drop radiant consumption so that I don't burn Oriana.
Is it a bonus action or is it just
Yep,
a free
it is.
action?
It's bonus
Okay.
it's
So
a
you
bonus
drop it?
action. Yep,
All right.
because
You
I don't
drop
want to cause her
pain.
to burn
All
because
right.
I didn't realize she was right there, so I would drop it.
All right. You drop it, and that's it. All right. Nemaron. You have 30 seconds.
Oh no.
Rapidly
Okay.
moving down to 24.
As soon as I feel Rena grab my foot, can I call out? Get out now, everybody!
Alrighty. I'm going back to the tunnel.
Okay. So you
And-
have you're using both action and movement.
Use me.
Okay. So let me just so you have your sorry.
That's 30.
Yeah, I know you're 10 feet away, so you can get to the door with 10 feet, and then here. So you would be with 15 feet, you'd be here. So you have a. I'm just gonna pull these guys in
Okay.
here for a second, so you have another 15 feet.
5, 10, 15.
All right.
Okay, that's
you
my
are.
turn.
All right. Artemis, it is your turn.
Avandra, if you could give us some air, I'd greatly appreciate it. Give us some pockets of air. I will use my divine intervention and
Okay,
ask for
air. All right, go ahead and roll the D100, please.
Can you just fart real hard?
You try to call out to Avandra, but it feels like something within this space is just the murkiness of the water and the intensity of the situation. You feel your cry ring out, but it seems like she might be unable to assist you at this moment. All right, that's your action.
Yeah. Did that cause air? I'm curious.
No.
I
I would say you
okay.
can make that prayer in your mind because that's just you internalizing, like almost like a wish to do stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna do what Oriana said and step back 10 feet.
All right, so you're still in, but you're getting out. All right. At the top of this creature's turn, each of you takes
I don't like how much math she's
22
doing.
points of acid damage. All right, 22 points of acid damage each. But that is this creature's turn. Oriana.
With as best of mental math as I can possibly muster up, I am casting Dimension Door on myself and Rena to try and go back to that room. Just with his best mental math to try and get us exactly in the middle of that room.
Interesting. Okay, just make me a general intelligence check. Okay.
17.
All right. With that mental math, you guys do. And you are in the middle of that room. As you are coughing up fluid and acidic bile.
Brina is
that you
just
are-
covered head to toe in acid burns. She's looking bad.
Nemeron is off here as well.
And that- I'll just look over at her and just like, next time, just try to get back to us as quickly as possible.
She grabs your shoulders and shakes you. What are you thinking about? You could have died.
So could have you, and I didn't want to lose a friend.
Where are
Alright.
the others?
I'm gonna
We're just
start
looking around.
making my way back towards the water to try and go back in to try
Alright,
and
that's gonna
see if
take
I
you
can
a
see
minute. That's
everybody.
gonna take you a moment because you guys are like
Yeah.
prone on the ground.
Yeah.
Alright, Artemis. Sorry, Nemeron. You are here.
Okay.
So go ahead and
1,
move
2,
yourself.
3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay.
So you can get to here, I think? No, here?
If I can
Your
ping.
full movement.
There we go. Actually, since I'm at 24 seconds, I'm keeping track now. Apparently.
Mhm.
How
Well, you're
far
gonna
is
be
a
at
creature?
18 at this.
That's fine. I can still get up. How far is a creature away from me?
Oh,
Can
at
I
this
see the
point?
creature at all? Yeah.
You can, because you have like 300 feet. But it's probably like a good 200 from you.
Never mind. I'm just gonna cast another guiding bolt. Okay, moving on. I'm gonna get the
You
fuck
would have
out
ran
here.
out of air.
I
Yeah.
still have 18 seconds.
No, if you casted guiding bolts,
It's a breath.
you
it's
you
a
would have
whole
done.
minute.
You would have been
Yeah.
you would have been drowning.
One. Oh,
Drowning
true,
is
true.
0
Duh.
HP.
I have death ward. It's okay.
Yeah, drowning.
and then you would-
yeah,
It would have
you would have just been instantly drowning right after Death Ward came up.
No, true.
But
One,
yeah,
two-
you get here. All right.
Sorry.
No, right here.
Oh my gosh.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
2,
Oh,
3,
okay.
1. Sorry, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh no, yeah, you get the bottom of the stairs. That's right. Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right, that's your turn, Artemis. You, I assume, just book it.
Nope. I'm
Okay,
gonna
what are you doing?
use my action to cast darkness on myself because I know this thing can grapple and shoot at me, and I only move like 10 to 20 feet at a time. So I want to use darkness, and that would take me down to like 2.5, 3 minutes. I don't know. I started with 4.
I will let you know this. Like, it ran away from you guys. It was not it has not used a tentacle attack on any of you guys actually since you've been in here. It was trying to get away from you, and stay away from you, so that it could potentially digest its meal and then go off and do whatever. It only shot its ranged attacks at you, and it did not use its last turn to move any closer to you or Nemeron. It stayed where it was. So you can infer with, like, you're welcome to use the air and cast a spell, but I just wanted to, like, let you know that it does not seem like this creature wants to deal with more than one of you at a time in its belly.
Sounds good. Avandra tells me it's safe just to swim, and so I will start swimming back to the group.
All right. So at this point, I will say, thankfully, Nemeron, with like 12 seconds of air to spare, where you can feel like your chest is at that point where it's like you feel the caving in of your lungs. You manage to, and you like flop on the stairs, exhausted and barely making it. Maybe like 20 or 30 seconds later, with you talking over the bond, Artemis, you do not notice that creature coming after you. You manage to make it back up to that room once more.
Sorry.
I think I'm going to
Yay.
leave scouting to Navari from now on.
Okay, wait. You're hurt. Hold on. Stay. No move. I'm gonna spend. Do I even have that prepared? Okay, I'll pump a quick 2nd level cure wounds into you, Brenna.
Okay.
And where did it come? Cure wounds. Okay.
All right. And
Number
as you
2.
guys are healing one another, catching your breath, looking at each other, some looking worse for wear than others, as you just continue to hear the lapping of that water from that stairwell, that is where we'll take our break for the evening. So don't go anywhere, guys. Stick around, and we will see where this goes after we get back. So please don't go anywhere. Whew. All right. So, I'm going to take us off the maps now because you don't need this anymore. You know the room that you're in. There's nothing big happening on it. All right. So, you guys are, taking a bit of a breather, a literal breather, to attempt to regather yourselves after an almost deadly situation. And now that you have been under this sunken catacomb area, you can see that it is more complex, housing creatures you were not expecting. And what you do with that is up to you. But you are left to your devices, taking deep breaths as the water drips from your bodies in this moment. What would you like
I'm
to
glad
do?
that we survived it. Does anyone need some healing, or can I try to locate some object that might have been on Miss Scarlet?
I mean, I'm not good, but I don't know what you can really do about it.
I'll use a channel divinity, my healing.
We could take a rest, a short one, a little bit. Don't know if it's helpful for anybody
There
but
we go.
me.
Yeah, balm of peace. So I'll roll 2d6.
Okay, and you're going to walk through, I assume, all of your friends.
Yes.
All
As
right,
we're huddled
so
together, plus my wisdom, which is 5, so total of 12.
everyone who needs it can take 12, except for Artemis himself, but I don't even think you got hit, so you're
I
good.
didn't get hit now. And then I'll start thinking about the items that Oriana's mother was wearing so that I can cast locate object and try to
Okay.
recall what she was wearing that
Go
morning.
ahead and make a history check on what she was wearing. 9. Hard to remember. You think she was wearing a necklace? She definitely had some jewelry on. You think, she's married, so she definitely had like some kind of engagement ring and a wedding band. You think maybe a couple of other decorative rings on her fingers when she chatted, because she does use her hands a little bit. She's a performer. She had some kind of red and gold jacket with some kind of like white shirt underneath, you think. Some black pants, what looked like some dark brown riding boot type boots
Okay.
on.
I'm gonna focus on the wedding band and kind of ring, unless it looks like just a normal gold ring. Did it have a gem on it or anything like that?
With a 9, you have no
Oh.
idea. You know that she had a
Okay,
wedding
let's-
band. You don't know exactly what it.
Let's go
You
with
can't
the
really
necklace
remember.
then. I'll focus on the necklace. That seems a little bit more unique, and I will use locate object.
Okay, so you're trying to locate a necklace with some vague description
Yep.
of what that
Within
necklace
1,000
looked like.
feet. Yeah.
Probably like you would know that it was like some kind of gold pendant necklace, I'll say.
Yep.
You didn't get a good look because it was sort of under the clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just want to see something. You're trying to focus in on that necklace. I will say you get a ping, but not down. Back out of the opera house, maybe probably just on the edge of your 1,000 feet. Seems to be back in the direction of, if you're like gauging it, as you kind of like, you have to kind of like walk back up the stairs a little bit and kind of like get your surroundings, get your bearings, back towards Oriana's house.
That makes sense. Yep. Okay. I'm not going to say anything to the group. I was just going to try this, and All right. Well, this is the healing. I can do a little bit more if we need it, but otherwise, if anyone has any ideas, I say we get out of here and reconvene with our group and see what we can do about this. I don't know what else. We could ask the, police to help. I don't know.
We have two potential options, as far as I can tell. We wait, rest up for Navari and Zavran to be done with their shift, and tonight, as long as they are not too beaten up, try again. Maybe we find a temple and see if they can put some sort of spell on us to allow us to breathe underwater. Whatever the cost that would be, I don't know, but it's worth a shot. And then we go back down and we try again. I think she's down there. I'm pretty sure, but we are not in any condition to be able to fight something like that. Not like this.
Do you think the strings are down there too?
Maybe, maybe not. At this point, I'm more worried about my muscles than the damn strings.
I'm sorry for the delay on being able to get to your mother,
No,
but thank you for pulling my ass out of the octopus.
No, you did what you thought was best. You tried to. I assume the reason that you tried to fight this thing was because you thought my mother might be held captive or something.
I wish I was that noble.
If it's not, don't say anything, and I'm just going to pretend that it is. Okay?
Okay.
I'll just give her a hug.
Okay.
Ow, ow, ow.
Sorry. The other option, I will go ahead and admit, is not a very preferable option in my own opinion, but it would be a more likely to succeed. I don't know. Is that we just try to re-prepare ourselves for tomorrow, and we try and get Zavran and Navari off of their duty for one day. Whatever that means, even if it means that they take on an extra 2 days or something. Because
what if we asked if they can be spared the 1 day in exchange for all of us helping with community service tomorrow?
Well, not tomorrow, but
whatever day.
I mean,
it's got to be high enough incentive.
Why don't you just say?
No, I agree. For this option, I'm telling you, we do not leave without a yes. They can come help us. Whether that's their community service is helping us find a missing celebrity, or we all volunteer to do some community service. I don't care at this point. This is my mother.
I will say also, that they're like doing like a 9 to 5. So like after 5, they're also off duty.
That was the first option. To wait for them to get off duty.
Yeah, they are off duty like at the end of the day. So you could, if you're unable to get them out of this community service, then you could just wait for them potentially for the end of the day, for the end of their shift, and then they could come in and help you if that's what you needed. It's not like they're kept for 24 hours straight or anything like that.
Yeah. I mean, we could always try to wait as well if they're not willing to do that, but every minute that we are not helping find her is another minute I'm afraid of the worst. And I don't
Say we go tonight. We've got to go tonight. So we rest up and we take Navari and Zavran with us, and we go back down there.
But we still have
a
to
spell that can help us locate her.
What?
I can locate person. I'll see if we can find her that way.
You could do that right now?
Not now, but after we rest.
What?
When we rest, if we go back and sleep, and then Navari will be with us, and in the middle of the night we can go.
It's like still morning, isn't it?
Yeah, it's morning right now.
We're fucked though.
You can't, like, you're not gonna be able to go to sleep right now.
Yeah, we're not
you're
gonna be
have to
able to go to sleep.
wait till the evening to take a long rest because you literally just woke up. Remember, you guys woke up, learned about Oriana's mom, rushed to the opera house, found out all of this stuff, and then dove in. So you're it's maybe like 10 in the morning, 10:30 in the morning.
Mariana, can you contact your father? Could he send help?
I mean, he might be able to, but I don't know.
Isn't he working right now, or is he home?
I believe he's in Riverrun, right?
Yeah, he's in the city.
I just haven't seen him.
He's just been in like military meetings and stuff like that. You haven't seen him yet.
I mean, I could message him. I don't know what he's going to be able to do. I mean, he's a general. He could send soldiers, but I don't know how useful soldiers are going to be in this particular situation.
I'm sure a trail's not the same way as Galadon, but y'all allow magic users as part of your military, right?
I mean, yes, it's not that they're not used. I just don't know what he's going to be able to do.
Okay, that's fair.
And at this point, we've already spent a lot of resources just trying to get Rena back.
Do remember, she's only been missing since last night. It's early again in the morning. So to get, like, again, like a Navari and Davrin went to the authorities. They said that they would look into it, but they need a longer window of time before they can declare a missing person missing.
Governments. Okay.
I mean, it's worth a shot if we're going to end up sleeping tonight before we go back to her, but I'd rather focus all of our efforts on trying to get to her tonight.
I mean, we can...
we can try. My best thoughts. You mentioned that you could use some sort of magic to make us breathe underwater, right?
There should be magic for that, I think. I can't do it.
I was checking my spells and I don't have an ability to make us breathe. I guess I can make us walk on the water.
Shite. Well, I might be able to find someone, or at least someone who knows someone, but it's probably going to cost another favor.
You do know there's magic shops in town as well.
We could try and find through magic shops as well.
I mean, I was planning on maybe hitting the library, find out more about what the fuck is under the stage.
Well, we're probably going to need to split up at this point and try and figure out something, or go all in on a couple of things. I know where a lot of shops are, and I can send a message to someone who reliably, at least I think, should be able to know someone who could help us with this, if not herself.
Herself?
Is
it Cade's colleague?
Iliana, yes.
Okay.
She's a fairly powerful mage. If she can't, maybe she knows someone who can, but again, I'm going to try and find a shop maybe selling something that allows us to breathe underwater.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we're going to find enough things for all of us, and even if we can, I don't know if we're going to be able to afford it. Because we've lost a lot of money now.
Money can be recuperated, though.
It can, but do you see why I like to have a lot in case of emergencies like this?
That's fair.
I'm just... I don't know. We'll figure something out. But do you guys have any other plan? Because these are the only things I can think of.
I mean, if we're going to go back underneath there, we need to know what it looks like. So maybe I'll try to find a plan of some sort. I don't know how old that place is, but
Maybe instead of going toward the singing, we avoid the singing.
I don't think it's a coincidence that the operatic squid and my opera singing mother.
Also, keep in mind that there was notes saying why should you be the only one singing and performing, and it smelled like salt water in her room.
Yes, that is part of the reason why I think they are connected. That
you think
she
the
has
squid
disappeared.
took your mother? The squid specifically?
I think it's possible. And I dread to think what it is doing to her if she's even okay. She may already be dead. I mean, I can't hold my
Okay.
breath for more than a few minutes, and she's been gone for hours at this point.
Let's not jump to such severe conclusions. Let's figure out what we're doing first, and then we'll make a conclusion then.
All right. So, Nemeron, you want to go find plans, see if you can figure out if this is like a part of a sewer system or something, I guess?
No, that's the only thing I can think of right now, other than, harassing
Brenna-
shop owners.
Rena, I'm sure you don't want to go to the library again.
I owe you. I can go to library.
I think I can lend some assistance while we're at the library if you want to search for things.
I could carry books. Might not
God,
be
you're all
very
the
good at
worst.
going through them or doing actual research, but I could bring the big ones to you. Or you could send me
going-
out somewhere else.
I mean, it's library or going shopping at this point, it sounds like.
Might be in the special part of the library.
Do you want me to go tell Nibari and Zavarin what happened?
I mean, they're outside the city right now, I would imagine.
If only you had some way to reach us at some sort of distance.
I can't use sending,
What
so I ran out
about
of spell
that
slots.
fancy
Oh my
button?
god.
I can push it! And I start pushing the button.
Nemeron, what?
Yamara, horns. Hello.
You guys are in the middle of escorting a merchant caravan to a nearby town. You and some contingent of guards. So far, it's been quiet, but you get this beeping sound on your belt. Navari.
Sorry, 1 second, folks.
So anyway, that's why I can't go to bar
First, I
mitzvahs
got
anymore.
eaten by an octopus and almost died, and then Oriana had to come in, and I grabbed her foot, and then she got me out of there, and then the Rotana almost drowned because there was
You turn
water,
it. You
and
turn it
sang
off.
opera.
Did you just like turn it off and put it back into your belt?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was making a lot of noise as you guys are like out in the darkness as the rest of the squadron kind of like turns and like looks at you like glaringly like what are you doing?
Lavrin. Beep,
Sorry, I thought they were in a library.
beep.
Right. Let's try to keep it quiet and you just hear it like off in the distance as you continue on. Zavrin, you
Cam
get
callers.
beep beep beep.
Looking at Navari.
Like,
Rena,
I'll give you
just-
I'll give you a shrug, like.
Must be important.
Fine, just I don't know, under your coat or something.
All right, I'll
And the
try to.
volume setting down.
I'll take the back of my coat, flip it back and over my head.
Okay. You open it up. And Rena, you see Zavrin there.
I lost connection with horns, but I was telling you it's very important. We had this problem. And Oriana,
Hey,
okay, Oriana's mother is missing, and there was an opera singing octopus that tried to eat me, and I almost died, and Oriana had to rescue me, and because I grabbed her foot, she was able to get me out of there, and then we got zapped, and we had to do a puzzle again, and you guys weren't even here for that, and I don't know what's going on, and I'm worried that I'm going to have killed her mother, because they had to help me, and...
Did you get all of that, Zavrin?
Okay. Good. Sounds good.
It's not good! What are you doing?
We're walking quietly.
How's community service?
Fun?
When you get back, we need your help, okay?
Okay.
Hurry back, but be safe. Don't get swallowed by anything because the acid burns really bad.
Acid burn. Good. All right. Sounds good.
Okay. Tell Horns I said hi.
Okay. Hi.
And at this
Got
point,
it.
you hear it. And you
Oh,
hear,
shit.
they're coming! They're coming!
What's
And
coming?
you
Yeah, hang up.
Beep.
hang up.
Oh no!
as you,
Did,
as
did
you
we
guys
did we
prepare
kill them?
to
I hope not. I can't take that much guilt in one day.
as you guys prepare to fend off the enemy to defend the caravan. Okay, you
Or
guys
banish
are.
them.
So I'm going shopping.
All your spell slots are gone now. As you banish them, 2 more just take their place.
So I'm going to go to shops and see if I can find either a scroll or something of that nature. Maybe an item. I don't know. We'll see what we can find. But I'm going to go shopping. Rena, do you want to come with me?
I can come with you. That's fine.
Oriana, I'll
And then-
come with you as well. I want to lend my assistance if I can.
Well, I mean, somebody's got to go with Nemeron so that they can help him
Okay.
with the books.
I think I'll be okay.
All right, if you say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before you guys go though, I'm gonna just heal Rena with another 2nd level cure wounds. Unless we didn't take a long rest, right?
Just-
or a short rest, right?
No, but I will just say this: you've used a lot. If you're planning on going in tonight, again,
keep some stuff safe.
you
Okay.
will likely have a chance to at least short rest, which then you
Yeah.
can use hit dice.
Yeah, I can.
okay.
I
Never
can
mind.
short rest.
Okay, never mind then.
So
I'll save
up
my
to
spells.
you. You are welcome to do it, but I'm just like you have an entire day ahead of you right now because you got to wait for your friends to finish their duties before they can join you. So you know you at least have eight hours. Yeah,
Does Oriana have Song of Rest?
she does. Yeah.
But
Okay.
I mean, we could do that right now. We could take an hour right now if you want.
Yeah, if you want to,
Sure,
or you can
guys.
wait until later. It's up to you.
We can do that now.
I mean, it's still morning. I mean, they're not going to be back until evening. So
Okay, so you guys want to sit down and rest up? All right.
Can I look along the bookshelves in the? Are we still in the tile room? Right.
Yeah, there's no bookshelves. There's just shelves with like
nice.
props and things like that on them.
Oh, okay.
It's like a stage, right? Like think of it as like below the stage, like any kind of like props they would use for their like opera shows.
Okay.
Sandbags to like hold things down, like crates that have like
Like a little platform that raises to bring the people up.
yeah, that kind of
Okay.
stuff. There's stuff like that.
So if you use at least 1 hit dice, you will also get an additional 8
8.
out of 8.
I just want to peruse the knickknacks while they do this. 'Cause I don't need to rest.
I could also cook up
Okay.
some food for us if we got the time for it. And I could give you some hit points there too. That
I mean, if you're
is-
resting, I would say that you could probably cook food if you, because you have your like supplies that you could set out, Artemis, and do what you need to do within an hour.
Jeez, I'm rolling like crap
I'll roll
today.
an extra d8, see what we get.
It all
Plus
those natural
5?
ones. All right.
So we get another 5 HP back as well.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
So you get extra 13 with the Song of Rest plus Artemis's plus whatever hit dice you roll.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm only missing 2 at this point, so I think I'm gonna chill out there
I'm gonna
in case
just
we need to take
do-
another
I can
another
give you a
short rest
biscuit and
later.
it'll give you some temporary hit points plus 4. I'll give you a biscuit.
I think I'm just gonna spend one more and
Okay.
be done.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
back
79
to like
of it, so-
126. Not at full, but way better than 2. I could
Alright.
spend more, but I only regain so many, and I don't want to.
You gain, yeah, you get half. So
Yeah,
you
you
get
get
like every
half
time
back.
you long rest, you get 6 back. You'll get 6 back right now.
Plus, remember, since it's probably a dungeon crawl, we're probably gonna need to at least short rest.
Yeah, I
once
don't
more.
want to. I don't want to use more. I want to hold on to them just in case.
All right. So are we
And
ready?
I did throw my healing hands on myself as well, so I used that up and I marked
Okay.
that down.
Okay.
Okay.
I just wanted to let you know. I forgot to tell you, but I did
That's
do
fine.
that.
Cool. All right. So that's another 12, right?
Yeah, it was 12. But that 126 includes that. So
Yeah. Your 12 plus your 13 plus all the hit dice you rolled.
Yup.
Cool. All right. All right. So you take a moment to rest, recuperate, dry off a little bit because you guys are all soaking wet.
We're gonna
uh,
prestidigitates
yeah,
everybody clean.
You can do that. So you guys dry off and clean off. The bits of seaweed that were floating in the water kind of fall off your clothing.
Stomach acid.
Yeah, that lovely bile. But at least you don't. Well, actually, you and Oriana smell. No, the prestidigitation handles that because that cleans you off and stuff. But yeah. All right. So where is everyone heading?
I'm heading to the library.
All right.
I will take us to any arcane shops I know about.
And before we enter those arcane shops, I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on Oriana for improved charisma checks, and also Emboldening Bond for the 10 minutes that we might be in the shop trying to persuade or find these items that would be valuable to us.
Okay, so you're going to cast that like just before you get into the shop.
I mean, so I'm going to tell you, I can take 10 on my persuasion and deception checks. So I don't know if you want to spend what's enhanced
Again,
ability.
do you want to
It's
spend the
level
spell?
2.
It's a level 2 spell.
I think we'd rather save that for. I think we'd rather.
So we're
save
gonna
it for
fight him
healing.
tonight. Is the plan?
If we can, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then I won't use it. All right.
Again, remember that was one room out of who knows what else is down there. Just gonna say that.
Well, then I probably won't use Emboldening Bond. I didn't know we were going back tonight, so I will not use anything. I guess I at that point I would probably go with Nemron to help. Well, I don't know if I could help.
Oh yeah, you can can do the help
you can
action
give him-
so that
yeah.
one of you gets advantage on the investigation.
Yeah,
so
so
yeah, that's fine.
I have advantage anyway, so.
Okay. I mean, it's a fine. But then
Well,
you can do
you
your
can
own.
help him with anything else, yeah.
Yeah, but
and
you could
can
also do
yourself
your
too.
own check. So if he doesn't get it and you do, you have the extra person.
Okay, yeah, I'll go with Nemron then. My mistake. I was trying to
that's
help
fine.
us find stuff, so
Yep.
I'll head to the library.
All right. So let's go with Oriana. Okay, so you know of a shop called Mad Vials in the same district, sort of like the merchant district near just maybe like 20 minutes or so from where your home is. You haven't ever been in yourself, but you know that this is sort of like an alchemist. And you find this sort of like log row house with this like orange shingled roof. And you can see that there are like outside these magical torches. And then once you step inside, you can see that there are these other sort of magical torches lighting the interior with these like shiny hardwood floors, with like this large grandfather clock and these dozens of glowing sort of bulbs hanging from the ceiling. But as you step inside, you see behind a counter with these like sort of small sort of spectacles on, looking to be tinkering with some kind of concoction. A male halfling, fairly short. You can't really tell because behind the counter. Seems to be quite muscular. Has this sort of mop of blonde hair on his head, but has like very like baby face features. And he sort of hears the bell ding. And he just says, "Oh, hello. How may I help you?"
Hello. I'm looking for either objects or potions of some sort that would allow someone to breathe underwater.
Oh, underwater breathing. Well, this is possible. I have some of these concoctions, but they will allow you single use, allow you breathing for 24 hours. How many do you need? If you need more enchanted objects, you would have to go to the enchanter. May take some time depending on if they have any of these objects available, or what they have and how many you may need. But you tell me what you are looking for, and I can help you with your query.
Do you have 6 potions?
6. Let me check. And you watch as you see him hop down, likely on some kind of like stool or bench behind the counter, and you watch like a door open and shut as he like heads into the back room for a moment. As another halfling that you didn't notice is behind another set of shelves, putting things away, and sort of comes around, looks over to you, female, just gives you like a nod, and continues to kind of like clean up and make sure like the shelves are all put together and everything. After maybe after maybe 5 minutes or so, the individual comes back, and hops back up and puts this tray down with 5 vials in front of you. And he says, I have this. If you need a 6th, I can probably get it done maybe by tomorrow.
How much for the 5?
Start breathing. Let me check. You watch as he like pulls out a book and like flips through. 200 a piece.
Could I have you hold on to them for now? We may need a 6th. But this is a rather pressing engagement that we require it for.
I will do my best. Can put on hold for you for hour. But beyond that, if I have another paying customer, I cannot hold for much longer than that because I need to make business.
Right. And you said the Enchanter's store was where again?
Enchanter's closest. You wish for Vest Whispers. It is looked after by good friend Reynard. You can find it maybe 15 minutes away, and he will write down like the address for you and hand it over.
It was Vest Wishes?
Vast Whispers.
Vast Whispers.
Do you have anything that is going to help with not being burned with acid or can induce vomiting? Just curious.
Help with acid. Well, perhaps. Let me check. And you see him look in the book, and he says, I have potion of acid resistance. Is this agreeable? If you wish for this potion, it will be 250. Gives you resistance to any kind of acid or acidic substance for an hour.
What about the vomiting thing? You have something like that? That if like someone eats something that they shouldn't have eaten, they have that and they throws it up.
I probably can
Ipecac?
Ipecac.
Oh,
Yes.
like Ipecac type of.
We have some of those herbs if you would like.
How much is that?
Herbs. You can get it for. It depends on how much do you need.
Oh, how much would it take for like a large animal?
Like a large octopus.
Like there, hypothetically, if it was like a large, very big octopus, how much you think would be?
Octopus? I'm not really sure. An octopus would.
What's Oriana? What is a big animal that people would know? Like an octopus?
I know octopus, but this seems a strange request.
I
Octopus.
say hypothetical.
Okay, octopus.
Large animal. Big.
Yes, octopus
big.
is quite large. They also have different physiology, so I'm not quite sure because their stomach is quite different, and they produce different enzymes. But perhaps a few pounds.
Okay. How much is a few pounds of herbs, of epic hack herbs?
Well, but I could give you maybe 2 pounds for 20 gold.
Can you get
I
more
cannot-
than that?
I
Or is
could
that like
give
your stock?
that is close to most of what I have, and I need to keep some for people not feeding to octopus in case people get sick and need remedy. So this is as much as I can give right now. If you wish for more, as good customer, I would be happy to procure more. You would have to give me a few days to get stock again. This is not the easiest time in world to
I'm
purchase.
sorry. I know.
We understand.
How much did you say it was for that?
20 gold for 2 pounds.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll take that.
He goes into the
Do you
back.
Do you have little pouches by any chance that I could separate it out into, like, say 6?
I can provide little sacks for you, sure.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yes, thank you. And then I'll put down like 25 gold.
Okay. Again, takes about like 5 more minutes, comes back. He gives you a large sack and then like 6 extra like smaller ones for you to kind of decide how you want to split it up or whatever. And gives you
Oriana
like
takes
this.
it and is like looking at. Or sorry.
Yeah,
Oriana takes it,
he
looking
like,
at Oriana like
he like puts it out and then gets this like nice sort of gift bag and like puts it in the gift bag with his like the logo of his shop on it and gently rolls it up and hands it over. He says, "Thank you very much for your business. Please, miss, if you would like these potions, like I said, I will keep them on hold for an hour. But longer than this, I will have to put them back on shelf for other.
You know, we're probably going to need them anyway, so
I have like
I'll-
200 more gold if you want it.
I'll take 1,000 gold out of the party loot.
Okay. And you purchase them? Okay. He does another sort of like bag and gently puts like the tray of vials inside and rolls it up and hands it over to you as you hand him the money. He says, "Well, I do not know what octopus you hunt and wish for to vomit, but I wish you happy hunting. Be careful. It is dangerous outside of city. Ocean, probably just as dangerous."
It's dangerous inside of an octopus, too, let me tell you.
Of course, sure. And he just goes, I believe that there are probably mutant octopus, because if there are strange demons flying in sky, there are probably strange octopus demons in sea. So be careful with octopus demons.
That's right. Opera singing once. And she just walks out with her bag.
I feel like I'm being played on joke. And
No joke!
It-
Serious!
She
and-
has a very fanciful imagination, and I'll just all over.
All right, you guys head out.
Thank you, sir.
He just like nods, and he just says, "If you want anything else, please do come back to Mid Vials, AM Tommy, please. Happy to have your business."
Tony?
Tommy,
Tony.
Tomi.
Sabrina's like standing outside with her bag and waiting for Oriana to step out after her. She goes, "I think I'll call it a puke pouch. I'll separate it out into individual servings and give one to each of you just in case we need them."
I think Navari actually can use water breathing on herself through the armor. I don't know how effective it is. So why don't we go to the enchanters and just see what they have available?
Okay.
They might have something else. Hey, maybe they have the strings. That would be fun. Yeah, that would be a
would-
great adventure.
That would be very
Right,
lucky.
right, Avandra? That would be a great. I don't know why I'm doing that. Let's just go. I feel stupid.
You watch. You watch as at that moment it's bright in the sky because the darkness does not consume the inner of the city. But you notice clouds have been gathering, and at that moment you just hear and rain begins to pour.
I just pissed off a god. Sorry, Avandra. Sorry. No offense meant. Just a joke.
Rain's not really her thing, but sure, you can say that. But I would just say
Oriana
it
doesn't
is-
know that. She's shit at religion.
yeah. But you guys head off. Nemeron and Artemis, you make your way to the library, which you have been at before, and make your way inside. And what are you looking for?
Charity. I don't know what I'm. Do you think maybe they would have city plans here? Did it be open to the public? Maybe.
Might be a possibility. I was hoping that I could chat with maybe the librarian to see what it takes to get to the restricted section to get us some more info. I don't want to go in. I've seen what happens if you try, but I would just like to talk to him and see what the request might require.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm sure number one is don't touch doorknobs that don't belong to you. Maybe.
Ask for consent, yes.
Well, maybe before you talk to her, here, and I'm gonna go ahead and just cast Enhance Ability. Where is it? No.
Oh, save! We have a dungeon crawl today.
I swing an axe around.
You have healing spells.
Ooh, metagaming pigeon. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I won't use it then. Here, guidance. There you go.
Okay.
Much
so
safer to use.
Avandra, to you as well. Be safe. I'll cast guidance back.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Where are you heading? You're heading to
Me?
that desk?
Yeah. At least I'm heading to the desk.
Okay.
I'm gonna look for the librarian.
Yeah, there's like that desk where there are like clerks, and they will help you depending on like what you need or show you to the right area. All right, so you both head up to this desk. What would you like to do? You see a couple of different people sitting there. A male sort of feline-looking person, and a human woman, kind of like behind with the sort of robes of the library.
Excuse me if I can. I'd like to know.
Yes.
Some of the books are quite basic, and the two of us are looking for something that might help us understand the lower areas of the city, kind of the I don't know, structural integrity.
Right. You want a book for the sewers? This is what you want?
Not quite the city, more like the area where the theater's located and kind of what might support it.
I mean, we're not from here. I mean, it'd be nice to know if there's anything down there, maybe.
Where are you from?
Next question.
Well, I'm from Belladon.
Right. Okay. Well, this is most interesting. You are asking for the structural integrity of our city.
That's fair.
Well, no, we've lost something, and we're looking to find it.
So, anything that's available in terms of the structure of the city, you can get
Okay.
from the city section, second floor, right side.
Okay.
You're welcome to look there.
Okay.
That will give you, sewers, general plans, whatever's available to the general populace of understanding what was built there, surface area, size, volume, those kinds of things.
Okay. I promise we're not weird. I promise. You got my word on that.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you're not, but that will give you this. I'm not sure what else you are looking for in terms of structural integrity, but if you're looking for more deeper information, you'd likely have to get
I'm sure that's in the restricted section. Right.
for the city. No,
Oh.
that would probably be in the Citadel. You'd probably have to
Oh.
talk to our government.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, thank you. And I'll just start heading up to the second floor on the right-hand side.
I'm gonna follow.
As you get a strange look from this individual, but does not say anything.
Okay,
Press the
I
button
don't-
under the desk.
the trip's a silent alarm.
I mean, you,
Yeah.
Nemeron, like, you get the sense that, like, maybe in a different time, two
True.
people coming asking for structural integrity of a city under the Opera House, a very heavy place for gathering of people, very public, might warrant some worry. But given the nature of the world right now and the tentative alliance between the countries and everything like that, you are still looked at with strangeness
Concern.
and concern, but they don't believe that there's anything here that would be necessary, and also very weird of two people to kind of just outright ask for something like that. So, like,
Never
they're
hurts to
just
be
kind of
honest,
like,
so.
yeah, so they're just kind of like, if these two are terrorists, they're the worst. And
Excuse
That's
me,
fair.
Mr. Librarian, would you have detailed locations on where a bomb could be planted?
You have instructions on how to make
What-
napalm.
What I forgot to mention was that Nemron was holding me up over the counter so that I could actually talk.
no, that's fine.
Okay.
But
It's
yeah,
too bad we're
so,
not here
yeah.
to properly see how to use a library.
God.
So you guys head to that section. What specifically are you trying to look for?
Maybe the Opera House is not close to the ocean, right? River's not on the ocean's edge, or it is?
The river end is built like on sort of a cliffside that has sort of like a lower dock that
Okay.
does go out to the ocean. That is how their ships come in and out. But it is not. It is
It's not
like.
coastal.
Yeah, it's not like direct. Yeah, it's not like a beach or anything like that.
Okay.
And it's not like directly like there's a bit of a travel from like the edge of River End to sort of
To the water.
rock side. Yeah.
Okay. And where, based on that, the Opera House is nowhere near the water or the ocean, right? The salt water.
Not in the sense of like it's not built on a harbor or anything like that.
Okay. I want to see if there's like any record of any underwater caves or underwater rivers just like snaking their way inland from the ocean, close to River End or going beneath River End.
Okay. Okay. So you're trying to get like sources of water.
Source of the water, yeah.
Okay.
Be it inland or
Go ahead
ocean
and make an
wise.
investigation then.
Dirty 20.
All right. With a dirty 20, you manage to pull out a couple of books just on like the general geography of the area and River End and like sources of water that feed out into the ocean.
Okay.
And you do see there are like a few rivers. There's a couple that go like towards there are a couple that go towards like the mountains. There's not anything that cuts directly through that you can see River End, but there are a few like rivers that go like inland into like smaller ponds and things like that,
Okay.
or that continue to cut across sort of like the countryside and then feed out into the ocean through like either a waterfall on the cliffside or something else.
Okay.
But you
But
don't
nothing
see-
underground, right?
You don't like what you don't see is you don't see in the books that you're looking at least underground sources of water that are mapped.
Okay. Well, yes, that was my only thought. And then also, I'm assuming that I just want to look at just in the history of the world, I guess. If the Great Rayo, if that's either like a self-imposed name or if that's a name that's been carried through history.
Okay, so you're just
Because he
trying to-
specifically he's gave us a name, so I'm like, okay, let's focus on that now, since the water sources didn't really give me anything.
Yeah. Okay. So go ahead and make another. Go ahead and make another investigation. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
You get the you start to look into any historical context of the name Rayo. And you don't see anything that specifically stands out that you can put like, oh, this is definitely what we saw, and nothing that alludes to
An octopus.
An octopus.
Okay.
But what you do get is the origins of the name Rayo come from old sort of a blending of a few languages: primordial, common, and sort of abyssal. And it has the meaning or the descriptiveness of something like flowing or like sacred stream. So it's hard to, but it's something to do with like water, or to flow. That's like all you can. That's all you can kind of like get from it. It seems to be rooted in like old language. And it is not a common name that you would ever hear be given to anyone. It's
Ever.
definitely not a Trillian, not Veladonian. You don't get the sense that it's a name that you would hear
Okay.
commonly given to like a humanoid life form.
Like I will meet a child named Rayo, like now.
You like, maybe if the parents like wanted to give their child like one of those like weird names, or were like really into old ancient like lore and understanding of the world or something like that, and you think maybe in some druidic circles that might be a name that might be given to someone,
Okay.
because of its connotation in sort of like the deep
the deep waters of the world.
Yeah, the deep waters of creation in the world, and the flowing of the natural source of sort of life and the cycle of how water it's just that like that reading through this is like what you get more of it, like this is much more like nature based,
like an etymology thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Artie, any ideas of what else I should look for, or what we should look for? I mean, the name Rayo just means sacred stream or flowing water, and that doesn't really tell me much. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what else to look for. I think I'm just banging my head on the table at this point.
Okay, well, I would say like to look for those rivers and to look for the etymology of the name and to understand its origins and to cross-reference that and stuff like that. Probably takes you a couple of hours.
That's fine.
Artemis, is there anything specifically you wanted to look into?
Yeah, Artemis would probably go back to the reception area and bring one of the biscuits and say, I apologize if I seemed odd to begin with, but I'm with a a group of people, the Six. I don't know if you've heard of us, but we're trying to right the wrongs in the world.
Okay.
And I'd like to see if you could provide us with some more information about nothing. I'll go back and help my friend.
No.
Thank you.
What would you like information for?
Well, I was hoping, and if you'd recognize my kindness of doing well as a cleric, I'd like to know what it takes to see information in the restricted section.
See. Well. Uh. So, generally, a restricted area needs clearance by the government. Generally, you'd need to be given some kind of notary or letter showing that you have access and ability to go in there. You may not have to get it directly from our leaders, but you'd have to go and speak to, maybe someone, a high magister, someone in the military, be working with them, have a reasoning as to why you need access to that kind of information, as, like I said before, that can potentially, if in the wrong hands, be used not just against us negatively, but against other people. So yes, if you're able to procure access through, like you said, doing good deeds or whatnot, and are able to convince someone who has the power to provide you with that access, and gives you something that would allow us to know that you are indeed allowed to go back there, we are happy to make sure that you get access to those materials. But generally, it has to come from someone, like I said, a diplomat, magister, someone in the high government, in the courts, the military, that kind of thing. So if you're working with any of those kinds of people, feel free to see if you can ask them, and perhaps they can grant you some form of notification so that you can bring it back here and we can let you have your access to the materials that you need. Do understand, too, when you get access to the restricted section, you don't get access to everything in the restricted section. Generally, when you're given access, it's for a specific subset of information that you should be allowed access to. So, for instance, if you were working with the military and you needed access to some kind of understanding of how some technology is built or something like that, you would specifically get access to that. If you needed access to some kind of, I don't know, religious knowledge or something like that, you would get access to that specifically. If you were given access to structural integrity of the city or the citadel or something like that, you would specifically be given access. We generally have not, at least in my time being here, and I've been here a good 40 years, have not seen access given just blanket to everything. Although perhaps you could get it, you might be the first, but generally that's how it works.
I thank you for your information.
Of course.
That's all that I was looking for, is just kind of learning what the process is. I don't want to go doing anything that's not allowed. Thank you very much.
It's fine. Gives you an opportunity to figure out what you might need. If you are doing important stuff, then I assume you're probably in need of something. So figure out who you need to talk to in our city to get that.
Very well, thank you. I'll head back to Nemeron.
All right, so you guys spend the next little bit kind of looking around. Oriana and Rena, after you go to the vials, you go to the Vast Whispers. and you head inside this interesting shop. It's got this reinforced wooden door, but it looks a lot like um, the other shop. These nice hardwood floors. This one though has like this high vaulted ceiling, and interestingly enough, when you step inside, there's this like large painting on the wall of this androgynous figure. As you step in, you can't help but feeling like somehow that painting's watching you. It's a weird feeling. But as you step in, you see a fairly tall, middle-aged gentleman. He has brown hair, auburn hair, kept up in this ponytail. He wears loose pants, collared shirt, with this sweater beneath his coat. Seems to be in decent shape, has these amber-colored eyes, and seems to have quite a calm demeanor as he looks over at you as he seems to be placing something in a case before he closes it up and stands up. He's quite tall, maybe just a little bit taller than Rena, and he looks over and he says, "Yes, welcome to my shop. How can I assist you two fine ladies?"
We were actually looking if you had any sort of equipment that could be used to breathe underwater or to help you swim better or something of that nature.
Water. We don't get a lot of those requests, but I believe I might have something. Let me. And he sort of waves you along with him, and you head over to a shelf. And it seems like quite high up on the shelf. Normally you wouldn't be able to reach it, Oriana. Rena would, but he's tall enough, and he like pulls it off, and it's a cap, and he hands it over. He says, "This is a cap of water breathing, so that would potentially help you with that problem you might be having if you want to be under the waves for any particular length of time. That goes for about 975 gold. So if you like it, you are welcome to it."
And is that the only item that would work for this function?
At the moment, yes. If you need more created, I can do that for you, but it's just going to take me a bit of time, and I need a deposit for the commission of exactly what you would need and how many, and specifications of what you're looking for. So if that is on the docket for you, I am happy to provide my skills.
How long does telepathic bond last?
Oh, it's gone by now.
It's just an hour. Just an hour.
It's gone by now.
Well, do you think, Rena? This doesn't have like a time limit on it or anything, right? You could just breathe.
Yeah. You put this on.
Rena's muted.
Yeah.
I think it's expensive for a hat. How easily can it be knocked off? Is it resistant to acid damage? These important questions to ask.
I think these are good questions, miss. And once you place it on your head, it is quite difficult to take off, as magic items tend to affix to their wearer. Obviously, if someone really wanted to yank it off your noggin, they could, but it is not just something that, especially swimming through water, and I can understand your concern, because most of the time you dive into some water, your hat's going to come off. But this one's specifically meant to last for that kind of a purpose. So what you do is you place this on your head. The nice thing about this specific enchantment is that it doesn't require you to use any of your energy to focus on the magic. So you don't have to create a bond with the item. It just kind of works. And what you do
So
is
if
you,
someone was underwater and they were like, not able to breathe and you had the hat on, could you take the hat off and put it on the person and then they could breathe?
well, what the thing that the person who couldn't breathe would need is just enough air to speak the command word for themselves, because it has to be the wearer that uses the command word to
Could-
create.
Could the person wearing the hat take a breath and then take the hat off and have enough breath to go poof, and then like give the other person enough breath to use the command word?
Potentially, yes. I mean, obviously that would expend some of the person's breath, but yes, if you figured it out in a good enough way, you could potentially trade this hat between two people to have a nice swim together underwater for a period of time. It would be a little bit awkward, but you could make it work. It's
But
just
it's-
complex.
But it's
Um,
doable.
It is doable. What it does is, with this command word, it actually creates a bubble of air around your head. So you actually breathe within this bubble. You can breathe normally underwater, and this bubble actually stays with you until you speak that command word again. The cap is removed, or you no longer are underwater. So as soon as you come up, the bubble pops, and
How big
You're
of a
fine.
bubble?
Hmm?
Like is it like a tiny bubble, or
yes,
could like
enough to
or could-
cover the wearer's head. And if I understand what you're trying to get at, if another person tried to get inside of the bubble would pop. The user would have to try to cast it again or speak the command word again. And if someone is within the area of that bubble trying to steal some of their breath, the bubble just won't form because it'll keep popping because someone else is.
even if they're like a halfling sized person, like
Well-
even if it's just a little baby person.
Ma'am, your head is a specific shape. A halfling's head, well, small, is not microscopic.
That's
Perhaps
true.
if you could make them into a microscopic flea or something like that, you could put them in the bubble with you. And there are magics to do that. So if that's your specialty, there are ways that you can, game the system a little bit. But no, you could not just have your halfling friend right
Have-
next to your head and
Books, do we know how to do that? To turn someone into something tiny?
Zavran might. I don't. A lot of my magic is more stopping other magic and, protection. Not.
But anyways,
Transmutative.
that is how this works. So I know it seems like it's quite costly, but it is actually quite useful because it does not require that concentration to work on its magic to create that bond.
I mean, I think it's a good idea, Rena.
I think it's a good idea. Do you want some of my money? I have a little bit. I could give you some towards the hat.
If you wanted to do that, yeah, we could do that. We've still got about. I'll just kind of whisper. We've still got about 2,000 gold in the bag, but
Well, I could give you like 100, maybe towards the hat,
okay.
because I want to keep enough that we can make sure I have enough
Are
to
you
pay.
looking to
like, our-
procure this item?
Yes, I think we will.
Okay.
I'll give you like 100 gold.
And you said it was 975.
Yes, it's 975. As you place down the item, he's like, well, let me go through how this works for you, so that you understand. So please, and takes you back to an area where there's this like tub, and he begins like filling it with water. And you see like he also waves his hands, casts a spell, and the water like fills up extra quickly. And he says, which of you would like to test this?
I'll try it out. Well,
Okay, so he hands the cap to you. You place it on. This cap, it's interesting. I mean, it looks a bit ridiculous, but it does the job. So as you place it on your head, it's basically like this green cap with these two like black sort of bulbous like eyes, and kind of like looks like a frog's head on top of your head. But he says, okay, just stick your head inside and speak the word Vashai, and the bubble should appear. Do try to keep your head submerged, because if you're even slightly out of the water, the bubble will pop. So go ahead.
Put it on, put my head underwater. Vishai.
And the bubble around you, and you are able to breathe normally. As you lift your head back out, the bubble pops.
Well, actually, while I'm still underwater, I'm just to make sure, I'm going to cast. Yeah, it's verbal. I am going to cast Mage Hand, and just have the hand appear underwater, I guess.
Okay,
Like,
so yeah, I mean,
right
your half your body's like or your head is like dunked in the water, but your body isn't. But easily enough, you're able to like do the somatic components and the verbal to get your hand to cast. And you watch as your hand like kind of and dunks into the water and kind of like waves at you from the side.
I will stop casting it and pull it back up. Wow,
And
that's
the bubble pops.
that's very effective.
There you are. So now you know how your item works. I hope you get the use out of it that you seek. And like I said, if you need anything else, please do remember my shop. I am happy to service your needs as you see.
You're a very good salesperson. You're very knowledgeable.
I work
Are you
with
interested-
a lot of different people.
Are you interested in buying some artifacts? Not right now. Maybe in like a day or so.
It depends on what you bring to me, but if it's interesting enough, or I could repurpose it for other enchanting needs, of course I am happy to talk and do business. Please, always come by. And I am Renard. It is a pleasure
Renard.
to do business with you. Yes, Renard Eastoft. If that is all, and you hear like the bell ding and like another person goes, I would like to see other customers. Is there any other business that you need to do here today, or?
Nine. That is actually very good. Thank you, sir, so much.
Have a pleasant day then. And you watch as he walks off, and almost like he floats over, but you can hear the very light steps of this gentleman as he moves over to the next customer and goes into beginning to help them.
Is it about like midday at this point?
Oh, it's probably past that at this point.
Okay. Why don't we go over to the library, collect our friends, and then head over to I guess the main gate. I don't know where they're going to come in from, but as soon as Savrin and Navari are back, then we can head back to the opera house.
You don't know what gate they had to go to.
Then we will go. Then we'll go to the police station and find out where they would be coming from, so that we can pick up our lost little boys.
Yeah, or you could wait back at your estate because they'd know to meet you back home. It's up to you on what you want to do.
Whatever you want to do is fine with me.
But you're going to be waiting hours for them to just pop up at the gates. So it's like up to you if you want to be comfortable just standing in front of a gate and waiting for them to show up for like 3 or 4 hours, or if you want to like just chill and have time to yourself. Completely up to you, or do something else. But
Can I just maybe see if I might be able to find Marin?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
I just want to try to see if I can find her.
how are
I
you
promise I
going
won't do anything else that could potentially get me killed today. I just want to see if I can find Marin.
Yeah, of course.
How
go
are
ahead.
you gonna look for her?
Maybe I will hit up whatever like tavern or fruit establishment or things that were close to where the place used to be and see if anyone like knows her or knows where she might be, because I figure she probably ate lunch at one of those places or something, and she's memorable enough with how the Arbashani look. So
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and you head over there. Go ahead and make a investigation check. With a 5, you're hitting a lot of you're giving descriptions, and people are like, maybe I've seen someone like that. Haven't really in a while. Don't really know. Not sure when. Maybe a few days ago. I can't be 100% sure. Not a regular. And you go in and out of like these various establishments. I don't seem to be getting a good sort of feed on where she might be.
Okay.
All right. So where do you guys head? To the library?
Yep.
Okay. Eventually, Oriana and Rena meet back up with you guys at the library as you are kind of like finishing the last of your inquiries and investigation. Anything specific y'all want to do? It's maybe 2 in the afternoon.
Well, what I found out was if you can get to someone who's a part of the high magistry or the military, you could maybe get a letter or a note, and then we could get back to the restricted section.
Well, if we can get another meeting with Cade, or maybe if I can get a meeting with my father, that might be able to work.
Oh, that's what I found out. Nimron, what did you find?
I was trying to see about any water sources underneath the city, because I mean, I know Ribbon's on a cliff, but there's really nothing, at least nothing documented. But I was looking into the Great Rail, the beautiful name that Octopus seems to have given himself. Apparently, it's a blend of like primordial, common, and abyssal, and it means either flowing or like sacred stream. But it's like an old language, old time like name. That's really all I was able to find. I did get strange looks though, but to be fair, I'm not a people person. So, but I was not harassed or arrested, so that's a plus.
I found the hat.
For what? Why?
For
It allows you
breathing.
it allows you to breathe underwater.
Yeah, you see it, and it's like this, like literally, it looks like
It's
a
so
Halloween, frog hat.
cute.
I don't
So-
know who's going to use it, because we also have some potions of water breathing as well.
How many?
And
5.
I have 6 puke pouches.
Puke pouches?
Yeah.
She bought some Epicat.
Well, I figured if we get swallowed again, then you could pull it out and maybe he will go, but and then you won't be dissolved in acid, because that does not feel good.
Are you
It's
saying
not
that it should give one to each of us in case we get eaten again?
Exactly.
I think that's a great idea. Thank you. I'll
Sure.
definitely take one.
Just make sure to keep it separate from your herbs for your cooking, because we don't need epicac biscuits, unless that might make them more effective, and then you could add it. But
Yeah, if I ever roll a natural 1 on that D100, you know what happened.
I mean, if you don't use it, yeah.
Oh no.
you'd be like, what's this pouch for?
So,
Alright, so I will give each of you one of the
Okay.
pouches, and I'll hold on to the ones for Zabrin and Navari.
puke
Got it.
pouches. I love that.
Yeah. So put in your inventory puke pouch or ipecac pouch.
No, I like puke pouch better.
All right. Anything else that you guys are doing? Like, what's your next?
What else do you think we should look for, Rihanna? I mean, water and legendary names were kind of a
I mean, I
not
don't
documented.
I don't think if
I know probably
we-
the library
we
doesn't
kind
have
of-
every single answer. So
We kind of already looked for things that were underneath
that's fair.
the city, so between that and what you've looked for today, I don't know if we're going to find anything in the normal section, maybe in the restricted section, but again, we don't exactly have time to go get
No,
a
that's fair.
writ.
That's fair.
I mean, I already have a writ from the Triumvirate, but it's meant for pretty big things, not getting into the library. And it's
Okay, that's fair.
kind of a one-time use, I think.
No, we save that writ for something.
Yeah, and you know what that's
Actually-
specifically for.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it yet, but
Oh,
well,
okay.
you know what? I'll say it. I think this is like if we need the might of a trill to save the world.
No, that's not what
You
it's
have a-
specifically for. But you'd know it's specifically for when you find Damien.
Oh, it's a missive for this escaped criminal, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that what it was for? That's not what I wrote. Where is it? Keep going without me.
Yeah, because you don't have a good enough relationship with them for them to give you the might of a trill right now for any reason. You're still
I
a
thought
criminal.
it was. Oh no! Sorry, I know why I thought it was that. Never mind.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
I'm being an idiot.
specifically have a way to
I'm not
contact
remembering it,
them when
Yeah, for
you
some
run into
reason
Damien,
yeah.
so that you can get them to help you with that.
Yeah, it's the I found him, come get him.
Yes.
Yeah, I just for some reason I was confusing it with something in the
Maybe eventually someday you'll have the might of a
previous-
trill, but right now your relationship is very tenuous, and your party has already made multiple interesting choices within your city.
Yeah.
So
Don't mention that you're from Veladon.
yeah. But anyway, so what are you guys gonna do?
I don't think the library is gonna get. I think we've exhausted the library for now. At least as underground things go, and geography, and names. I don't know. I'm kind of hungry. We did just go through hell and back, so
Did we wait for Navari and Zavran?
I think we wait for them at the house. Yes.
Okay, so you guys are heading back to the Scarlet Estate. Okay. Easily enough, you guys head back to the Scarlet Estate and grab food from your staff. Make sure that you guys get yourselves comfortable. Take a bit of a rest. I will say that since you're probably going to be waiting for a good 4 hours or so for them to get back, I want each of you to roll a D6 for me.
every one of us. Ooh. 1, 6.
Navari and Zabrin included?
Yeah.
Yay.
Zavrin and
Oh.
Navari, no, you don't need to. Okay, so Artemis, you can get one level 1 spell slot back. Rena, you can get your rage back. And your healing hands.
I didn't use a level 1 spell, so that's great.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
Rolled a 1.
That's just the chance that I get.
All of the healing hands?
Yeah.
Okay.
You rolled a 2, so you get 2 things back. That's what I'm giving you. Oriana, you get 1 level 1.
Yep. Didn't use any.
And Nemeron, you can get up to a fourth level. So if you want to get a third and a first, or 2 second levels, you can get those back.
Can I get my 2 missing HP back instead of a level 1 spell I didn't use?
Sure.
Can I instead get my Eyes of Night instead of the first level? No? Okay. Even if I could expend a spell slot level to use it whenever I want to?
How do you want to spend your? Okay, so
Okay, that's fair.
I will give you then maybe you'll get your Eyes of Night and then a level 1 spell. That's it.
Nah, I'll do the 3rd level. I'm good.
The reason I'm giving like Rena back because she's not a spellcaster, so I can't just be like, well, you get nothing.
No, that's right. That's right.
But you guys are spellcasters, so I'm giving you spells.
Okay.
Cool. Because you're spending so much downtime just like literally chilling out and maybe like talking amongst each other. Eventually, Navari, Zavarin, it was a long day, but you managed to be successful. You worked well with the squadron. You managed to bond with a few of them again. As you're walking through the gates, they pat you on the back and tell you to get some rest and look forward to seeing you again the next day. But eventually, you will make it back to the estate.
As walk in the door, it's like, Savern, I can't wait to get a full, uninterrupted night of sleep before we have another day of work tomorrow.
Footsteps running towards you.
Well, no, I would assume like at this point you guys are probably in like the dining hall because it's like sort of dinner time. So as you guys like walk in and smell the food, you head into the dining hall. You see the rest of your group kind of like sitting there, and you smell the food and I assume sit down to have a nice meal at the end of a long, hard-won day.
We saved so many people today. I can't even fathom what we're going to do tomorrow to up it one more step.
Well, speaking of fathoms,
Oh, nice segue. Sorry.
how do you feel about taking a nice little swim underneath the opera theater?
What?
It's the ocean. There's salt water down
That's
there.
where the octopus was.
That's what
Oh,
you
yeah.
meant, like a real octopus. I thought it was like a figurative octopus, like you were being
No.
pulled in 8
No,
directions.
No, he was an
No.
opera singer.
No, it's it was. I've never heard a squid octopus thing singing in common.
It was very nice, actually.
He was good singer. It's just a shame he was a little bit uppity. It's kind of
Yeah,
rude,
so-
actually.
We have questions.
My theory is that he is somehow related to my mother's disappearance, seeing as how there was salt water all around her dressing room. There was salt water where he was, and there was a note about how she shouldn't be the only one allowed to sing, and he also sings. I mean, I'm not as smart as Nemeron is now, with those glasses.
It does sound
But,
quite salty.
But yeah, I think I can put two together to equal well, squid in this case.
I thought it was an octopus.
It was
Squid,
cephalopod.
octopus. I didn't bother counting the limbs as we were trying to save Rena from
It
its
had like
stomach.
10, so I'm assuming a cephalopod. I got a close look at the tentacles.
Wait, Navarre,
And the
you,
inside, too.
you've killed octopods? Octopuns? Right?
I've even killed a septopus.
When did you
Yeah.
kill a septopus?
Well, it only had 7 arms, so I assume that's what it was.
Yeah, she disarmed it. Sorry. Sorry.
But, I mean, I don't mean to point out the obvious, but the opera house is in the city, correct?
Yes.
Hmm.
But there's salt water underneath it, and the dungeon and a maze, and I almost drowned. That was fun.
And the giant man-eating octopus. Or
I'm
woman
allergic to
eating.
drowning, though.
Navari, make a general intelligence check.
Yeah, one of those. Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
with an
yeah.
18, this was a lower DC for you. I mean, you know what an octopus is. You know what a squid is.
Yeah.
I mean, you even know like what a giant squid is. This does not seem like a giant squid can't really eat a person, can't consume a person. But you have, having been on the sea and been on many vessels, heard of krakens.
It's a,
Given the nature of this, you don't think what they faced was a full kraken. Those the fact that they got out alive in the situation they were in probably was maybe a juvenile kraken, maybe not fully grown yet, or an injured kraken, or like some issue with it, but that's what this sounds like. They can consume. They're huge creatures. Interesting that one would be under the city. You've only ever really, like, you've seen vaguely them off in the distance in the sea, and like you stay the fuck away from them because they will destroy a ship. But this is weird. But that is what it sounds like. You're like a squid, probably gonna run away from like a group of people. Like even a giant squid, it's not gonna like fight people. Same with like a giant octopus, not gonna fight people. A kraken, that'll defend its territory.
sounds like what you've got here is your garden variety young kraken.
What?
Kraken.
What is that?
I gotta tell you, like, they still eat, and I
As
doubt
evidenced with
that
Rhino.
they're bringing large amounts of food in through the opera house. So I hate to point out the obvious, but where did it come from?
Where did it
Where
go?
did it go? Where did it come from?
From Nine
Sorry.
I mean, I don't much really care where it came from. If it has my mother, I just want to get her back. And if this thing is
Okay.
intelligent enough to speak, maybe we can reason with it. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, I'm happy.
Maybe you guys could offer it a singing gig, because if he's being upset with not being able to sing, if you give him a show, maybe he'll be
I
happy.
mean, I would be more than happy to try and broker some arrangement with this beast to sing a duet with my mother on occasion or something. I don't know, or split
It
time.
seems
I don't
like
know.
diva
Yeah, you could
energy
sing
to
for her
me. I
life.
don't think he's going to like a duet.
Oriana, like, you say jump and I'll say, what do you want me to kill? I'm just saying, like,
Oh, here's your puke
if we
puppets.
have-
Then she's gonna hand them over.
you found one
Oh,
entrance into this
what?
place, guarded by a kraken that has to eat.
Yes, but I don't think we
Where-
necessarily. Well, so,
And
so
you're-
here's the other problem. The water in there was almost like it was stale, not fresh, not flowing. So while it's definitely possible there's another entrance into this, I don't know if that's necessarily going to be a viable option. Whereas we do know of a specific entrance. And there were other paths down there. Like, this was like a whole maze. So, I mean, we could theoretically explore the whole thing. It's not like we have to necessarily fight this beast. Although I'm pretty sure it's the one that stole my mother.
I just thought of something though. How long do those not pouches, the potions, the little vials last?
24 hours.
Do you really think we're gonna clear all of that in 24 hours?
Yes.
I don't think we have a choice. Either that or a dead mother.
I mean, we have the cap, and Navari, I think your armor allows you to breathe underwater for some time at least, right?
I'll be honest, I haven't tried it yet.
So if you guys want to save 2 of them, and only use the 3 for now, or the 4 for now, then we can have another opportunity to come back later. But at this
You
point,
only have
I
five. You
want
have
to,
5 potions, not 6.
but we would be able
On
to
it.
save.
3 of them. Or sorry, 2 of them.
That's 3 left over, right?
Yeah, 3 left over because you'd
Oh,
have
hold
2
on,
people.
hold on.
who
Navari
could-
doesn't need one.
Yeah,
I
the
don't
person
need
with the
one.
cap
We would
doesn't
have
need
to
one.
use 4. We'd have to use 4, so we would
4,
have
you'd
1 left
one
over.
left.
So theoretically, we could send 3 people down later to fully investigate it with Navari's armor, the cap, which anyone can use. This is not exclusive to anyone. And then another portion for a later date.
I do want to point out that I can't go in there. I will sink to the bottom unless I make an effort to keep myself afloat.
So do you walk along the bottom then?
I mean, we still have the frost armor if you want to switch into that. It's not as heavy, at least, right?
And
Is
there
that
was
medium
there
armor?
was floor in this place. Like the smaller hallways, you were generally on the
that's right.
floor. And even in that larger room, you saw it was just like runic, like ruins at the bottom,
Okay.
like old ruins that had been eroded by the water and just time. But there
Okay.
wasn't, it wasn't like can't touch the bottom because there's like spikes on the bottom and they're gonna kill you.
The floor's lava.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
I mean,
Oh.
okay.
Oh goodness, I really want to help. I suspect that for some unforeseen reason, I'm going to be absent for a short period of time, but
Yeah, your community service takes you far.
I still have my old armor. I have this anklet and I have to be back tomorrow. If the armor can help, maybe I can lend it to one of you. Take the hour to attune to it.
You're gonna be there, Navari. I will just control you.
Okay, cool.
They do not want to go
Um,
into this. They don't want to go into this dungeon without you. I don't think.
We,
Is this
we want Navari,
not
even
ominous
if,
at all.
even if Navari is very quiet outside of combat and rolling to attack.
I can
I
say
demand
we
that Navari
probably
be
want
noisy.
to have a lot of people and not do it with things by yourself, because that probably would.
But don't worry, I
go
won't kill you.
well.
Unless it's
Okay.
TPK, then I will kill you.
There you go.
All right. Well, I mean, it sounds like we don't have plans to search for another entrance, even though it seems like there should be one, especially if your mom was kidnapped through there.
By a kraken, nonetheless. Do they walk
By a
on land?
kraken?
I mean,
Do they have feet and they walk?
we'll show you. I mean, her dressing room is not far from where we found the water.
Navari, based on your knowledge of krakens, they're very powerful primordial creatures, generally from the plane of water. They're very intelligent, and they command. They can command other creatures to follow their just general presence. They can be quite
Okay.
intimidating and charming if they want to be. And so, well, no, they don't generally come out of the water. They can, but that's generally like most of these are quite massive. Like even a juvenile kraken is very large. They do have other aquatic creatures that could potentially have the ability to be on land for some period of time to do their bidding if necessary.
But it has allies, is what I was getting at. Mysterious voice in the sky.
All right. Well, Navari will pull her jacket that she barely got off back on and say, I hate sitting around talking about it, so let's go
Maybe
rescue
first.
your mom.
But the food.
Also, can I see that armor real quick, Navari? The old one? The one you don't use no more?
I'll take it out of the bag I'm holding.
Do we know what I forgot what it does.
Yeah, it's
but
Armor of Frost. It's just a studded leather +1 and gives you cold resistance, I believe. And I think with an action you can cast Armor of Agathis at level 1 twice.
My AC drops by 5 if I take it.
It does.
Yeah. I'll
It's
think
up
about
to-
it.
Belies leathers, yeah.
It's
sorry.
up to you. Yeah.
Sorry, this is a
it's-
different one. This is not the Armor of Frost. The Armor of Frost was the other armor, I think. That Artemis,
Oh,
or you
okay.
were wearing.
Well, no, Navari's still going to be wearing her studded leather, right?
No,
She's wearing
that's
the
her.
Aquaforce.
She's wearing the artifact. This was her old one, but I was getting it mixed up with a different armor.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the other armor then? Because I don't have that in the bag of holding.
Artemis had it. I believe it was Armor of Frost.
Yeah,
It
give
was
me one.
scale.
Yeah,
second.
scale
I
mail.
have
I think
the-
it was scale
The
mail.
scale mail. Yeah, I
yeah,
have the scale.
that was what I was
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
Okay.
I was getting that mixed up
Okay,
with the lies
okay.
leathers. That's
Got
why.
it. Got it.
So anyway,
So
yeah. So you'd
it's,
have cold You'd have
scale
cold
mail.
resistance and +1.
And that's scale mill?
Yes.
That one there is that one's
Scale
+1
mail. Armor
armor.
class
That one doesn't
14.
have cold resistance, but has the Armor of Agathis that you can
Okay.
cast on yourself.
Okay.
But scale mail is also
Still heavy armor.
heavy. Yeah.
I'll think about it.
One other thing, when I turn this armor on, I think it's only got like an hour of juice in it. So that's how long I have to be underwater.
Well,
So
how
we
good
would
is it you
need
are
to
holding
use
your
the
breath?
other-
Because if you can activate it... Well, actually, do you need to say something to activate it?
It does actually have like a verbal component to activate, yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, we'll still have... Here. I will hand Navari one of the potions of water breathing, just in case an hour is not enough time or something happens with that.
All right.
And also
wait,
Rena will tell
what? You don't have to. No, the activation is the protective coating.
Oh,
You
okay,
can
never
right
mind.
now, as an awakened item, one, you gain a swim speed equal to your walking speed, so you will not be half speed, and two, you
Okay.
can breathe water as well as air.
When I like I didn't know how awakened items work, so when I looked it up, it said that awakened states are an hour. So I wasn't sure if that's
No, the awakened state is not an hour. The awakened state just happened. That major.
Okay.
So the awakened stuff is on top of what you already got in its dormant state. So except for the AC, so it doesn't like stack +1, +2. So it's like now a +3. It's +2. So it turned into +2 AC. You still have the swim speed. You can breathe in water as well as air. You still can do the bonus action, but now your bonus action reduces the damage by 5 and applies to
Gotcha.
fire and acid damage as well as non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and
okay.
slashing.
I guess there's different properties for different items because when I had looked up awakened stuff, it was an activation thing.
No, this one is the only activation is the bonus action to add the protective coating,
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. So
and
then,
that doesn't require you to really speak anything. It's just like you activating it.
I'll keep the
Cool.
potions in the bag then.
And don't forget to keep your puke pouches available in case you get swallowed by the kraken, and hopefully that will make it so that you don't end up stuck in the kraken. That's all I am saying. It's very important. Have it somewhere easy to reach. Yeah.
Right. Let's get going then.
Puke pouches. I get it now.
Yeah.
Do remember that you are waterlogging the Ipecac by jumping into the water. You're not sure what that will do to the actual amount, but unless you have like something to protect it from just getting completely waterlogged in the sack, that potentially could have effects on it.
Would coating it with like oil or something would that
We're about
work
to
to
teabag
protect
ourselves.
water?
Potentially, I'm just saying, like, just understand. And remember, you asked how much would be needed for a large creature. You've cut that into 6 parts, so you're not sure how effective it will be per person. You bought enough to do it once to a potentially large squid or large octopus.
Yeah, but it might make them still a little.
Yeah. I'm just saying, just be aware of that as well.
something.
The water probably won't be because it's still in like herb form, so that won't be like a huge effect. May affect it just a little bit, but the amount may not be as potent as you are hoping for. So it may take a bit for it to kick in. Just letting you
But
know.
if you ingest it while you're inside the octopus or the kraken, that'll make you puke. And then when you see other people puke, then you just kind of puke as a reaction.
Yeah, but he's
to
not
it.
seeing you puke. You're just
Well, he feels it though. He'll be like, "What's that taste? It tastes like puke inside my mouth."
I mean, you could also take a shit in his stomach, kind of like
Yeah. So you gotta
Are
save
you
it up.
telling me? Are
Save
you
'em
telling
up.
me to rage poop?
Yeah, like just like
Ah!
have it come out of both ends. I don't know. Like, what are we doing here?
We're
guys?
digressing.
I don't know. We're
Wait, we're
walking.
trying to say in or we're trying to get out?
I mean, again, you sure can try that, and we'll see what happens.
keep
I
that in
will
mind for
definitely
the
make a
future.
roll for it. If you shit your pants and puke inside of a creature, I will give you a roll for doing that to yourself. But we'll see what
Did you
happens.
guys think about that with the worm before?
Yeah.
God.
Oh my ew.
All right.
Harder.
So you guys are what are you guys doing?
We're walking.
Heading back to the opera house.
All right.
Yep.
All right. So as you all gather yourselves again, and get ready to storm the home front of this Kraken Rayo, and potentially save your mother, who you hope is somewhere underneath, who's
Absolutely.
been there now for almost 24 hours. We will see what happens next session. Thank you so much, everyone. That is the end for this evening. We will see what crazy, vomit-inducing episodes happen next week when we.
It's gonna be a gag next session.
You bet.
Oh, stop it!
Sorry.
Stop it! Stop
Sorry.
it!
Crack-a-lackin'.
Hey.
Who can fathom what might happen? But anyway, thank you so much, guys. We appreciate you. To everyone who came and rated, and to our longtime viewers, we appreciate you. If you enjoyed the session, please share with your fellow D&D lovers. The best way to help a stream grow is to spread the word. We appreciate you all. And remember, folks, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. Have a great Friday. Make good choices. And we hope to see you back here next week. See you later. Have a good night.